welcome back to another Monday night for some metal streaming here on Metal Beds Chronicles, where true metal lives.
Oh, God.
Another Monday night. I think that echoing's coming on from your end, bro. You're on.
Oh, good. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's definitely coming from your end.
Are we good? Are we good now?
Yeah, I don't hear it now. I think we're good. Anyways.
So yeah, my stream. Some asshole reported my stream later on in the chat. Someone didn't like me. So apparently, I told people I'm gonna play music I liked. Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa's song "Cruise Slut." Sorry, whoever got offended by that, go jump off a cliff.
Oh well, screw them. People like that need to keep being offended. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Keep pissing them off. Keep making them dance. Because they'll keep coming back for more. That's what these people do. They say they hate you, but they still view your videos.
So I've been getting these messages on my YouTube channel. Apparently, like, getting links to some porn sites or something like that. I'm getting those fucking bots.
I'm just getting them too. I'm just getting them like big time.
Well, now
I don't know who's fucking doing it. And if YouTube's sending them out, man, the fucking CEO needs fired. Well, she needs fired to begin with. But yeah, so our stream from last night, our over 5 hour stream, is now blocked.
It's why
so nobody can view it.
Yeah. It was a fun stream, but I guess we can't have fun.
Apparently not. Yeah, you're not allowed to have fun on YouTube no more. You have to be monotone. You have to be monotone and boring.
That's why we're not going to bend or break.
Exactly. So anyway, look what came in the mail today.
Nice.
My Iron Maiden Senjutsu shirt.
That's...
Looking right.
You got to come
That's
down
pretty
to
much all that happened.
You got to come down to Lancaster sometime, Ben. Besides Stan's, there's like 5 other record stores in the city.
Yeah, I want to get down. I want to get down there some Sunday when I'm off and have a little bit of extra cash to spare.
Yeah. Stan's, you can go down to Stan's and get CDs. I think I have prices on some of the CDs I bought.
Nice.
This Pink Floyd album was only like $4.17. The Airborne CD was $4.17. The only expensive album was the Zeppelin one, and that was only $6. So I only spent $18 on a little good chunk of CDs. So
yeah, you can usually find decent deals on used CDs depending where you go. Now the place out here is pretty pricey with them. I think they're too pricey to be honest. I mean, some of the used CDs they're selling for like fucking regular price, which I don't get.
Oh, you heard down? I don't know if you heard. Someone got scammed at the Green Dragon. One of the vendors down at the Green Dragon up at Reading apparently had a false copy of.
Oh really?
Had a false copy. Had a fake false copy.
Oh, here we go again.
Of the first Ozzy album, studio album.
Huh.
And
I guess.
Apparently the dude purchased it at the Green Dragon and then listened to it and took it back angry, and the dude didn't take the whatever vinyl back, saying sorry, you paid for it. I'm like, that's a fucking scam.
That is a scam. That's a big time scam. What the fuck, man? Be wanting to knock that son of a bitch out. So come on, man. Don't fucking rip me off when it comes to my music. You know? Yeah. But yeah, it's been at least, oh, dude, it's been at least, oh man, maybe 15 years since I've been to the Green Dragon. It's been a long time. Maybe about 13. I was there, I think the last time I went was sometime in 2008.
I was in Hershey today. I checked out Extremities. Cool fucking store.
Oh, dude, that store fucking rules. Shit.
Then I went to that antique store. That's I think it's on 23 or something. Going past the high school, there's an antique store down there.
Okay.
I was in there and they had on vinyl they had Rainbow Rising. There.
Are you talking about the one in Anvil?
No, the one in Hershey. Right.
I don't think I've ever been to that one. I know there's one in Anvil. He gets in a bunch of like vinyls.
It's like an old white farm building. It's right near the Giant supermarket.
Oh,
there.
okay. No, I've never been there.
No,
Huh.
It's right there.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I mean,
I tell people.
I try there sometimes.
I tell people also go support your antique stores because antique stores they also sell rock and roll and metal memorabilia. Well, used memorabilia, but
you can find some cool stuff in them places.
What's up, Speed King?
Great. We got Speed King in the chat.
We're just talking about antique stores and record stores, places where you can get good little obscure records.
Shit, man. Man. I don't live very far from Extremities. I'm like literally, I don't know. It only takes me like 2 minutes to get there.
I'll be in Hershey again on Saturday. I have a season pass, so I'll be at the park, amusement park on Saturday.
Shit, I got to work Saturday.
Yeah. But yeah, get your tickets for that pre-show in Philly. I might go again.
I know. I want to go. I just don't want to fucking drive through Philly. That city's a fucking disaster. But I do want to go.
It's not as bad as Trenton or Camden.
Fuck yeah, man.
Camden's terrible.
Yeah, somebody uploaded that Reading concert on YouTube, and I was watching it this morning. Fucking Rob Halford sounded great, man.
I told you when I was at that show, he literally went into the Fountain of Youth.
Like I couldn't. Yeah, I would say when he did Painkiller, I was like, holy shit, he hasn't sang Painkiller like that in at least maybe 20 years.
And yeah, he sounded good on Turbo Lover, and that's not a good song.
Because I know when I saw him in 2010 at Ozfest, just as Halford, he wasn't with Priest.
Yeah.
It was just him as him solo. I didn't think he sounded real good. He didn't do a lot of high singing.
No.
When I saw him at Ozfest that year.
And then on the previous Priest tours, his voice was starting to go down. But I don't know if he got an operation or if he just took good care of himself during the pandemic. And I guess
maybe. I mean, hey, he's the freaking metal god. Oh hell, Rob Halford. Hell. Hell, Rob Halford, man. He's our fucking metal god.
It's funny. A lot of the fake Priest fans are still kind of shitting on the band for this tour for not having KK. They sound great without KK. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the thing is, too, Glenn Tipton has Parkinson's. He can't tour no more.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, he still comes out and plays like a couple tracks, like as an encore. But as far as like him ever being able to tour again, no. The dude's 73 years old too.
I mean, and still you have kind of a lineup that's still solid. You have Scott Travis on drums. You have Ian Hill on bass guitar. So, I mean,
And Ian Hill's been there since the freaking beginning.
So
pretty much. Well, besides the Al Atkins version of Judas Priest.
And I will say this: Rock'n'Roll. When Halford played Rock'n'Roll, that surprised me because I don't think they played that live much.
I've never heard him play it live except for back in like '75.
Yeah.
There's a video on YouTube of them playing it at the BBC when Rob Halford had long hair.
But speaking, is Priest coming up with a new album?
They're working on a new album.
Really?
I don't know when it's coming out though. Yeah, Priest does have a new album in the works.
Yeah. If Halford could sound like that, then I want to see Ian Gillan with Tony Iommi and Bill Ward and Geezer Butler. I want to see.
I'd like to see, yeah. I'd like to see something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got Reen C in the house.
Nice.
Welcome to the stream. All right. But shortly we will get to some tunes. Just giving y'all a little introduction. Yeah, not much went on today. Just pretty much listen to my Iron Maiden vinyls.
Yeah.
Finally. Well, I still have one more vinyl to listen to out of Senjutsu. Sounds pretty damn good on vinyl. I mean...
So I re-listened to X Factor. I pulled up my vinyls. They're in my other room. I'm too lazy to get them. They're in my other room, and I had X Factor on vinyl. Never listened to it on vinyl. Sat down and listened through the whole album.
X Factor on vinyl.
It's better on vinyl. It's really good on vinyl.
I do want to eventually get them all on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Like right now, the only two I have is the first one and Senjutsu. Yeah. I did used to have Number of the Beast on vinyl, but I sold it.
Number of the Beast was technically my first ever Maiden album.
Mainstream
Maiden album. But my very first Maiden album I ever purchased and owned was Power Slave. So.
Power Slave. A great way to start. Mine was Peace of Mind way back in 1988. Oh man, I remember when I was a fucking kid going to stores, looking at the album covers for Iron Maiden, being like, oh man, this is fucking godly stuff right here. This is back when I was like 10 years old.
Maiden just dropped their new video for Shinjutsu with what they did with the writing on the wall.
Huh. I'll have to check that out later.
So now Senjutsu has its own little video. Oh my god, it's kind of cool. It's kind of very Japanese-like.
Well, I could imagine. I mean, Senjutsu.
Yeah.
You know.
I still say if Maiden does another album, this is just saying it'll probably be this decade. I'm gonna say at the end of this decade, Maiden does one final album. I want it to be sort of like a Jolly Roger Eddie, like a pirate Eddie. That'd be cool. You know.
Be interesting, kind of like the band Running Wild.
Well, no, because
they do like fucking.
You know, they kind of do with the song "Death of the Celts." That has a very pirate.
Yeah, like a folkish feel to it.
Yes.
Irish, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Very Celtic sounding. I think right now that's my favorite off the new album. That or the Parsman. It's one of those tracks. But
yeah.
Anyway, shall we start with some tunes? Okay.
Yeah. Elvis just popped into my head. No, actually, I've been on a Johnny Cash binge.
Have you?
Yeah. Johnny Cash is good shit.
Oh, that's cool. Some good old Johnny Cash.
Nothing wrong with Johnny Cash.
Another one that has like fucking 75 or 80 albums in his catalog. He's got a ton of albums.
Mm-hmm. Hurt being a good one. The Dark Song, but you know.
Right. Okay.
I don't listen to much country music, but I listen to the stuff my grandfather listened to, which was like old school bluegrass.
Oh heck yeah, the real country music, bluegrass, outlaw country. Heck yeah.
But okay,
That's
I
what
was
it's called.
I was driving my pickup today while I was going to Hershey, and the radio was on. Out of nowhere, I hear a country song come on. Then they have rap music, like a rap beat playing through it. I'm like,
No, that's not
no,
sucks.
no,
That's not country music.
no.
Country hip hop or whatever the heck it's called. It sucks.
And
I know.
apparently, it's called like pop country. I think that's the newest version of country music, which is like pop country. And they claim the claim from this current generation. The claim is that pop country originated from country western and bluegrass. I'm like, no, it fucking didn't.
No, it didn't. That's a bunch of bullshit. Total bullshit. So I think we're going to start the show out with some Black Sabbath. I'm just trying to figure out which song do I want to play.
You know what a song just popped into my head?
Which
Megalomania.
one?
But then again, The Writ is a fucking good song. That's just
You know what? Yeah. Let's play The Writ. Freaking awesome. That's like one of Ozzy's best vocal performances. Hell yeah, The Writ. That's an excellent track. All right, coming up right now, the final or the last track on Sabotage from 1975 to begin our Monday night stream.
We have our mascot that just joined, Mr. Ryan Arnold.
Oh yeah, we got Mr. Stamage Incorporated in the house. Wait, before we do this, I forgot I got to try this yet. I have not broke this open yet.
Yeah. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from the alcohol from last night.
So we got this new Jim Beam Orange.
Nice.
Doesn't really sound good.
I've had it before. It's pretty good.
Actually, it smells pretty citrusy. I was expecting like that strong Jim Beam smell that you usually get. I actually like the smell of that.
With the peaches and apple they have, with their fruity ones, they have a good smell, but a good burn. So.
Right. Yeah, I saw it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get this and try it.
Yeah.
And if I don't like it, I won't get it again.
So, Brian, you listen to any good tunes today?
See, all I've been listening to was Maiden.
Yeah.
Well, I had And Justice for All in my car. I don't know. I was in the mood to listen to And Justice for All a couple days ago.
I officially say this: British Lion is not a good band with Steve Harris.
Which band is it?
British Lion.
British Lion. Yeah, I got the CD. I think I only listened to it like twice. I couldn't really get into it.
No.
I tried it. It's just
I think,
kind of boring.
I think Steve Harris tried to go out on his own. He's just better off being with Maiden. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I got the second British Lion CD. I don't have the first one.
The first one is actually more boring.
Is it? I mean, yeah, this one's kind of upbeat, but it doesn't really. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounds like generic rock or generic, heavy metal or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty hard for me to get into also. But anyway. Alright, so let's try this stuff. Let's accidentally filled it. Yikes. Okay. Hey, that's not bad. Pretty good.
What's a good
Actually tasty orange in it.
I recommend an alcoholic mixed beverage for you guys that like to go crazy. Get a bottle of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Uh-huh.
Get some vodka.
Yeah.
And then just mix it.
Oh, okay. I'm not
Yeah.
like much into. I'm not the biggest vodka fan. I have tried it before with Mountain Dew though, regular Mountain Dew, and I think that Code Red too. I tried it with once.
It goes good with Mountain Dew.
But yeah, I'm not the biggest vodka fan, but I do like orange flavored vodka.
Yeah.
The one I liked, and I haven't seen it in a long time. They had Swedish Fish vodka out. Oh
Yeah.
God, this was like 10 years ago. Boy, was it good! But it was like off the shelf way too quick.
Yeah.
It was freaking good though. It tasted like Swedish fish. But
I know Smirnoff has a line where they have like I think it's like sour vodka. They have a green apple sour vodka. They have a like a blue raspberry sour vodka, and then like a strawberry watermelon vodka. I'm like,
we sound like fucking alcoholics.
alcohol
Now, the
is
only,
unanimous. Alcoholism
Yep.
unanimous. A new band.
the only time I kick back and have a few is when I'm off. I don't even drink throughout the week. When I'm working, I don't touch alcohol.
Yeah.
That's just a rule. That's just a rule of mine. Like I don't drink during the week, or when I'm working.
Yeah. Then again, I've told my family members be afraid of working these days because in today's society, you can lose your job like that.
Yeah, very true. Luckily, I still have mine. But anyways, okay, we've been bragging for what? Holy crap, we've been chatting for almost 25 minutes. Damn. I'm sure the chat's ready for some music, so like I said before, we are going to play Black Sabbath's The Writ right here, right now on Monday Night Metal Stream. Better than Monday Night Raw and that PG WWE crap.
Yeah.
So here it comes.
Oh, I love.
Can y'all hear it all okay out there? Got a little bit better of a setup when I can sit over there.
Oh, Jesus, baseline on that is eerie as
Freaking
fuck.
awesome, man. Probably my favorite Sabbath album with Ozzy. Sabotage.
But heaven help us.
In fact, it is my favorite.
This is my second favorite. Volume 4 is above this one.
It's a good album, Oh yeah, he was.
Oh, I love that bass line.
Yeah, that part's cool.
Searching out, so you just never run and find yourself another way.
Is that the one on the back?
You wanna get to see you.
That sounds like Bill right behind Ozzy.
Pretty sure.
Here. You got a cool.
A smiling face, it means the world to me. So tired of sadness and of my life is started some time ago. Where it stands, I don't know. I thought I was so good. I thought I was fine. I feel my world is torn apart. But everything is gonna work out fine. If there's something got my yeah, I know. Listen to me when I sing this song. You might just think the words are wrong. Too many people advising me, but they don't know what my see.
Oh shoot, my bad. Anyway, that song was about over anyways.
Yeah. I think I just put in the chat Sato. Keep the Aussie train going.
Yep, coming up next. I just seen. Oh man, this song's so freaking killer. Ooh. I'll chance it. I might get a copyright for this one too.
Hey. I said that on my stream. I don't care if I get copyrighted.
I
What
mean,
are you
this
gonna
one.
do?
But it says it says in the YouTube guidelines if you play tracks right off the artist page, you shouldn't get a copyright penalty. Or well, you know what I mean, copyright claim. Luckily, I haven't gotten no copyright strikes yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're gonna play SATO by Ozzy Osbourne, one of my favorites off of Diary of a Madman.
Although Over the Mountain is just as good as Sato.
Oh, Over the Mountain freaking rules. But here we go. Okay, much better.
watching one of my he's actually watching it all. That's what it
Now I find peace of mind, finally found a way of thinking. Progress, pound the bear, stormy day won't see me sinking. I can't conceal it like I knew I did before. I got to tell you now, ship is ready, waiting on the shore. There's a lonely face to kiss on me when you sit sailing. What you learn, ship of joy will stop you failing. I can't conceal it like I knew I did before. I got to tell you now, ship is ready, waiting on the shore.
Hell yeah. Play some rock. On the list, bro.
Shining bright, brighter than the sun that's rising. A thousand silver liners raining in the wind. I ready to see beyond with the voyage coming to an end.
Rock Squad. Which was in my stream earlier, Mr. Seagull Rock Squad. What is up?
All right, we got Seagull. Oh shoot, pause. We got Seagull Rock Squawk in the house.
Who is
Yes,
it?
I saw that over there on the stream earlier too, man.
Yeah.
So we got a request for Chastain and Wasp. Well, this goes out to Mean Metal Mike's friend Scott.
Yeah.
I think he'll like this track. And I'll tell you right now, if you're expecting PG content, you're not going to like this song one bit. Because up now is Animal Fuck Like a Beast. I think Scott will enjoy this one.
You know what? I played this song on my stream earlier today.
Pictures of naked ladies lying on the bed. I was smelling a sweet convulsion. I was ready inside my head. I'm moving around the block like a crazy. I fuck like a beast. And come around now. I come and feel your love. You down, down. I come and feel your love. Come around now. I come and feel your love. You down, down. I come and feel your love. I'm on the prowl, no watch too closely. I'm not waiting for you. When I move with the shit skins frozen, I leave my tops in your pipes, baby. I'm doing whatever I want to do, yeah. I'm in your house to the sheets. I'm blowing trust in the scratch, not to sing, yeah. I fuck like a beast. And come around, round, I come and feel your love.
Nice. Don't give me some more
Come
wasp.
and feel your love. Come around, round, I come and feel your love. You down, down, I come and feel your love. Come, friends, savage love. Come around, I come feel your love. You down, down, I come feel your
Such a killer song. Up next, we got some Chastain. Against All the Gods.
I'll not have offer.
Oh, shit.
Like the jazz, with the jazz, we stand without that tune. So with your thoughts, to be good, yeah, it's true and true. Yes, inside, it can't stay, but I can let my best. For the way, I must say, there's no everything. You deep within, to the love of your sins. Realize the truth. Let your quest now begin. I'm fighting against all the odds. I'm fighting against all the odds. I'm fighting. I'm fighting against all the odds. For history and today. Look deep within to the heart of your sins. Realize the truth. Let your quest now begin.
Well, this sounds very deep.
Fighting against all the odds.
Good shit.
We are fighting against all the odds. We are fighting. We are fighting against all the odds.
That was
That was
killed.
good. I was not
Chastain.
expecting an acoustic at the end.
Nah, me either. I thought it was just going to end, then that acoustic part comes in. It's like, whoa, that's kind of fucking cool.
If the vocals
Oh, yeah, you can
remind
still
me
add
of two
acoustic
singers.
and make it metal.
The vocals reminds me of Rob Halford mixed with Ronnie.
Yeah. Chastain, man. I got to listen to more Chastain. I have like his earlier stuff on vinyl. The CJSS that he put out back in the 80s. I have that on vinyl. But anyways. So we got a request for Tankard, the agency, and heck yeah, that's going to come up because I absolutely love Tankard.
Then we have Frank Zappa. Then next
Oh
up,
yeah, we got Frank Zappa, Cozy Powell Killers. So we got a couple coming up. Anyway,
Tankard.
Reed
Yeah.
C, subscribe to you. Mental
That gives
Mike.
me 31 subscribers. Still
There you
a
go.
nobody.
See, now you're getting the subscribers.
Yeah. Thanks, though.
That's because of me. I don't know. It's cool though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just a little joke. But anyway, up now is the agency. And dude, if you're fucking new around here, if you like what you see, if you love fucking true heavy metal, hit the
Or if you just want
subscribe
the
button.
fucking truth.
Oh man, get Metal Bents Chronicles to 500 subscribers by October. I know it can happen.
Get me.
But anyways, up next.
Get me to 100 by the end of this year.
Right. Dude, I haven't got a new subscriber in like 2 weeks. I don't know what the heck's going on there. But anyways, like we said before, it's about the fucking music.
Maybe because they probably don't like our duo of, hey, we tell it how it is.
Right. That's probably it. But I know there's people out there that love that we tell it like it is. You just gotta find us. Anyways, up now we got Tankard, the agency. I
They're
I think
looking
this is
for
off
you.
their 2010 album.
Guys, beware of that agency. They're looking for you guys.
So this is requested by good old Speed King. Here we go.
We pull the raging trigger from triple A to C. The fall of nations is not a problem, honestly. We have the power to rule your deals. Control financial markets, they need guns of bankruptcy. And corporate bonds we trust. Fictitious of the stock exchange. Our product you should fear. Those credit ratings will downgrade to most nations sucked in a spiral doom. Enter the agency. Free CRA. Enter the agency. Profit and no response. Enter the agency. Free CRA. Enter the agency. Profit and no response.
Oh, that's a good question. Not really sure, man.
We pull the
Got one
raging
great
trigger from triple A to C. The fall of nations is not a problem, honestly. Cheesecakes of Wall Street, you shall obey. While we construct inflation, governments can only bring. In conference rooms we meet, secrecy for companies, brokers, dealers, loans and loans. Those credit ratings will downgrade to most nations sucked in a spiral doom. Enter the agency. Free CRA. Enter the agency. Profit and no response. Enter the agency. Free CRA. Enter the agency. Profit and no response. You think we need a watchdog? What for? It's just a game. Miscalculations, worldwide crisis, money made. You think we need a watchdog? What for? It's just a game. Miscalculations, worldwide crisis, money made. Enter the agency. Free CRA.
That's
Tankard. Great legendary Teutonic thrash band from Germany, obviously, who's been around since 1982. That's right. Okay, so up next, we're going to play the Cozy Pal Killers, and then we will play Twisted Prophecies by, or wait, hold on. Twisted Reality by Prophecy. All right, here we go. Requested by Mean Mike.
There's no vocals. It's just for now.
Oh yeah, okay, we played. I remember this one.
That's cool. Almost arcade. Arcade. I bet like the arcade. Does repeat itself over and over. But it's just how people watch stuff. Star Wars Digital.
Star Wars Disco Party.
I'm gonna get going around 20, I have a long drive tomorrow. I have to run a lot of energy tomorrow. Yes, it was requested by me. I might stay for my one last song. I think that's the Frank Zappa song.
It was.
The bass line was kind of cool.
Cozy Powell with Killer.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad.
Unique instrumental.
Yeah.
Requested by Mean Metal Mike.
I got requested
All right.
2 songs, and then I'm going to bed after those 2 songs.
All right. All right. Up next, we got Twisted Reality by Prophecy.
Society of hypocrites and liars. They make you think you had a choice. Nobody will ever care. Whole life burned to waste. You don't have a choice. Justice doesn't exist. You will regret over again. On the fear of people. Cold real fish, the breeder of life. Open you will be good as a mouse. Never sit down. Wanna follow humanity's road. numbers, just get into wars. With that reality, forming the new order, use your fear and pain. No mercy, no regret, don't despair. Follow the air, follow the seas, follow the minds. Who can hit this right? Playing God and faith and creating conflicts. This is not religion but illusion. Driving people to despair. Keep fighting, conquering the path. Let it move like shit. It is all so wrong. To that reality. We're not to live in the visible world. No feelings, no morals, just killings and wars. To that reality. Forming the new order is the fear and pain. No mercy, no regret, don't despair. To that reality. We're not to live in the miserable world. No feelings, no morals, just killings and wars. To that reality. Forming the new order, use your fear and pain. No mercy, no regret, don't despair. Live the best you can. Stay true to yourself. You can have something worth more all the money. Don't care for the clothes. Always know you are your own cat. The master of your life. To that reality. We're not to live in a miserable world. No feelings, no morals, just killings and wars. To that reality. Forming the
Oh man, I found a perfect name.
no mercy, no regret, don't despair. To that reality. Suffer from the tide over being this hell. Stuck in the civil wall, we don't have a change. To that reality. No sanctuary, just killings and beatings.
Twisted Reality by Prophecy up next. Got two more songs requested by Mean Metal Mike.
And also, Mean Metal Mike just posted a funny for Ben. I sent you a little funny meme. It's metal related.
Gonna have to check that out. Alright. We're gonna play Dirty Eyes by AC/DC.
Which,
Here it is.
Which is the demo version for Whole Lotta Rosie.
Right, exactly. Yep. So, and that would be on the Bonfire box set.
Which is a good
It came out around,
90 something?
I think it came out in 97, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
Do you have that?
So here it is.
This one telling you.
in the time of the night. It's out of sight. Alright, hypnotized and mesmerized with your dirty eyes. Dirty eyes. Your dirty eyes. Breathing, heaven. Some shivers down my spine. We were so far like mine. That's what turned me on. You hypnotized. Where's my rise? With your dirty eyes. Dirty eyes. Now you got dirty eyes. Dirty eyes.
There's 2 requests are coming up in a bit.
Hey Ben, you know what? I've thought in my head about Dirty Eyes. I wonder why that version, they didn't use that version on the record, like on the Electric Rock Studio record, instead of Whole Lotta Rosie. Same song.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I mean, it's pretty much the same exact song. Well,
Except this
obviously
one's-
different title and different lyrics.
Oh, the little Bond, apparently Bond wrote the lyrics for, apparently from what Malcolm, from what old books and stuff say, is that Dirty Eyes, I think, was an original song wrote by Bond, which he gave to, I guess, a Malcolm. So, which then, which if Bond's writing it, then it's going to be dirty. Probably dirtier than what Angus and Malcolm.
More than likely. Oh, yeah.
And
Knowing Bond.
got one more song by me. I'm going to hit the Hey Guys. But Ben will still stay here. But we got one more song by me. I gotta get going.
All right, yeah. Well, this one's going to be bizarre. I'm pretty damn sure.
You guys like Frank Zappa? Hold on, I want to see if everyone comments.
Yeah, we got some Frank Zappa coming up, requested by Mean Metal Mike.
Well, I love
And I
Frank
know
Zappa.
his music is definitely an acquired taste.
Frank Zappa's an
What?
acquired taste. Rainshaw, what? Jay, well, here's your introduction into Frank Zappa with Joe's Garage.
All right, so this will be Mean Mike's last request, and
Yeah.
we will definitely keep on doing more requests. And back to the metal after this track. But, hey man, I tried to please everybody if I can. So here we go. What the fuck?
It's a good
What
song.
the fuck?
It wasn't very large. There was just enough room to cram the drums in the corner over by the Dodge. It was a 54 with a mashed up door and a cheesy little lamp, with a sign on the front said Fender Champ and a second-hand guitar. It was a Stratocaster with a whammy bar.
We could jam in Joe's garage. His mama was screaming, his dad was mad. We was playing the same old song in the afternoon, and sometimes we would play it all night long. It was all we knew and easy to, so we wouldn't get it wrong. All we did was bend the string like,
Holy shit.
hey, down in Joe's garage.
Yeah, this is
We didn't have no dope for LSD, but a couple of quarts of beer.
It's required.
So the information would not offend your ear. And the same old chords going over and over became a symphony. We could play it again and again and again, cause it sounded good to me. One more time.
it's pretty common.
We could jam in Joe's garage. His mama was screaming, turn it down. We was playing the same old song in the afternoon, and sometimes we would play it all night long. It was all we knew, and easy to do, so we wouldn't get it wrong. Even if we played it on the saxophone.
What the fuck? Yeah, Frank Zappa's not for everyone.
We thought we was pretty good. We talked about keeping the band together, and we figured that we should. Cause about this time we was getting the eye from the girls in the neighborhood. They'd all come over and dance around like that. So we kicked out a stupid name, had some cards printed up for a couple of bucks, and we was on our way to fame. Got action suits, Beatles boots, and a sign on the back of the car, and we was ready to work in a go-go bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if you've got some more.
What the fuck?
People seem to like our song. They got up and danced and made a lot of noise, and it wasn't for very long. A guy from a company we can't name said we ought to take his pen and sign on the line for a real good time, but he didn't tell us when. These good times would be something that was really happening. So the band broke up, and it looks like we will never play again.
Guess you only get one chance in life to play a song that goes like, well, the years is rolling by. Every man and little dog can talk the public eye. Honey boys with lipstick on, really flying high. But if they got that disco thing and new wave came along, and all of a sudden I lost the time and called the battle song. We used to play with Joe's Garage, and if I had my wrong, you will soon be dancing to the
is for loading and unloading on me. If you can load or not.
so the years are rolling by.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. When we'll say that to everyone, things that are not for everyone. I don't know. What do you think, Ben?
This is the syndrome
Oh,
of
wow.
the Golden Great confrontation with the law.
What?
You're easy on him. One of our friendly counselors gave him a donut to church-oriented social activities.
Oh my goodness. That's fucking whack. But then again, it's Frank Zappa. He's got some fucking crazy ass music.
Hey, it's all for fun.
True. It's all for fun.
And I
So,
said in the chat that
Don't get too angry out there.
Frank Zappa admits he's never done drugs.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah. It's
I can
like
honestly
I
say that too.
said, a lot of people say that's like the most popular Frank Zappa song out there because it's like comical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of them tracks you don't take it serious.
No.
Because it's definitely not meant to be serious.
No. It's like
It's funny. It's definitely hilarious.
Yeah, the song is hilarious. A couple of lyrics. I forget what he said in one of the songs. But wait. It's like his mom was telling him to turn that shit down. You know, the band broke up.
Turn that shit down. The band broke up. You're not gonna go nowhere. Oh, anyway,
Anyway, I'm gonna get going, guys. Have a nice evening. I'm gonna get going. So, subscribe to
Alright.
Metal Mike, and I will see you guys. I won't be around next weekend, guys. So I'll be back the following weekend. So, remember, keep everything metal. Peace.
that's right. Take care, bro. Thanks for joining. And we'll be back at it again in a couple weeks for the next episode of Sunday's Metal Dungeon. That's right. But anyways, we got 5 viewers, and I know you guys went back to the metal, so after that crazy ass song. So let me go back through here and see. I know there was a request sent. Dirty Love by Motorhead. Oh yeah, that's a fucking killer track too. Dirty Love by Motorhead. Oh, somebody. Okay, Artillery. Okay. Well, we got some Artillery coming up. I love freaking Artillery. So, Kill My Bones. Hell yes. I still need to get the new Artillery CD. I haven't gotten it yet. But, so, Artillery, Chill My Bones. Must be this weather, man. My freaking allergies are acting up tonight, but that is what it is. Okay, chill my bones. Okay. And this goes out to Speed King. Here we go. Okay. Coming up, we got some Artillery. Chill My Bones. And after that, I'm going to play. Where the hell did it go? Alright, we got that. Okay. So, get out of there. Hide. Alright. I think after using StreamYard now for like, 6 months, I'd be a little more used to it. Oh, yeah. We got Dragonfly by Rebellion, which Rebellion is a killer freaking band that has one of the ex-guitar players from Gravedigger in it. There's something else I wanted to freaking play too. I saw it posted here. Where the heck is it at? Oh yeah, Dirty Love by Motorhead. We're gonna play that too. Seagull Rock Squawk mentioned that track, so that's gonna come up too. But right now, I'm just trying to scroll all the way back down here. About some goth. We could dig up some gothic metal to play. But anyways, here it is. Artillery, Till My Bones.
I see the staring eyes, witness of your soul. The ghost of winter's fire, feel here she goes. Where there was reason and hope, all is gone. No longer will the ice breach the walls from the storm. From the storm. Yeah! Distance of crystal dust goes in the snow. Voices in the air, whispers that you know.
Cheers.
In the listen, a frozen statue stands. This breath I'm seeking, a fading of unmoving hands. Unmoving hands. Go! scratches off my name. But I feel the fire that is my soul. The scorching heat of anger making me truly whole. Making me whole. Chill my bones, chill
Ooh, yeah, freaking artillery rules, man. I'll tell you what, that's a good question. Like, by inheritance, I want that so freaking bad. I wish it would get reissued. Because, like, the prices on eBay for it are absolutely ridiculous. But that's one album I definitely want. I think it's Artillery's masterpiece. And it was produced by Fleming Rasmussen, who produced those classic Metallica albums. Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, Justice for All, you know. And he's produced some eval stuff too. Man, I would love to have a copy of By Inheritance. I used to freaking have it. And unfortunately, this would have been around 2012. I was going through some pretty bad times. And I had to sell quite a bit of my CDs. And I had that Artillery box set too that had all the rare demos, like the first 5 albums I think were in it. And it pained me to sell it because now that's really expensive on YouTube too. But that was a pretty dark time in my life, and I don't really like to look back on it. But yeah, man, that's such a great album. I mean, and definitely, man, in thrash we trust. Thrash metal rules. It will always rule. But I'm going to play some more music. After I take a bathroom break, I will be right back. Cookie, watch out, Cookie. Right, I'm back. Freaking dog's literally sweeping at the front of my door. He's a cool dog, though. But yeah, By Inheritance, dude, I would love to get a copy of that. thing I like about Artillery too, why Artillery's literally one of my favorite thrash metal bands. I like how they add like that Egyptian type of sound to their riffs. I think that's freaking cool. I know in my Holocaust stuff, I try to do stuff like that in my riffing because I'm really into that style of riffing. I know Exodus does that kind of riffing a lot too. That Egyptian, I don't know what you want to call it, like Egyptian harmonies, melodic type of guitar playing, behind all the thrash. Testament has done it too, especially, yeah, Testament has done that style of ripping too. I'm just really into that Egyptian sounding type of riffing. And of course, Iron Maiden did it too. But anyways, let's get back to the music. We got Rebellion up next, which has a former member of Gravedigger in it. And the track we're going to play, requested by Reen C, is Dragonfly.
We sail across the sea for glory and for gold. Raise the flags and shores, pains are to be told. 1,000 warriors, axes made of steel. For better strength is not the nightmare it is real. On the wings of the storm, we let the dragons fly. Dragons fly. Like a raven through the air. Let the dragons fly. Dragons fly. We ride the northern winds, icy and stone cold. We are born for battle, heroes don't grow. Burn the charges to the ground, and take your piece of pie. Feed the ravens in the sky. On the wings of the storm, we let the dragons fly. Dragons fly. Like a raven through the air, let the dragons fly. Dragons fly. Like a person, how we stop for the attack. Shot and kill, we take your life. As your world fades into blood. Now the gods, the battle song is what you hear before you die. Singing high and know its name. Rest upon the crest of sky. We let the dragons fly. Let the dragons fly. Let the dragons
Killer freaking track here. Cancel, no. CS Rebellion, Dragons Fly. What a killer freaking heavy metal track. Great riffs, you know. Excellent mid-pace track right there, requested by Reen C. Now, we got one from Seagull Rock Squawk. Seagull Rock Squawk mentioned this track in the comments section, so I'm gonna freaking play it. A track from Ace of Spades by Motorhead. An album everybody should know by this point, and not just the track Ace of Spades. There's a lot of great tracks on that freaking album. We're gonna play Dirty Love. The heck, no back.
I could use some dirty love. You can't confuse my dirty love. That's what I need to satisfy my greed. Come along with your dirty love. I wanna taste some dirty love. Don't wanna waste your dirty love. Whatever you got, you bet your life almost got lost. I wanna drive your dirty love.
Alright, you got Shadow Man in the house. Oh yeah.
I gotta have your dirty love. I gotta have your dirty love. I'll show you the way. The dirty love all night, all day. I'm gonna teach you dirty love right now.
So right there with some classic freaking Motorhead. Man. Still hard to freaking believe, man. All three of the classic members are not here no more. Cosmic Overdrive by Unto Others. Coming up next, yeah. That's gonna come up. But yeah, man. That whole classic Motorhead lineup, man. Just a shame, dude. Cosmic Sky, is it? Oh, Cosmic Overdrive. Okay, Cosmic Overdrive. Right, okay, I found it. Alright, coming up, we got a track called Cosmic Overdrive by a band called Unto Others. Here we go.
When I find the highway, will you be there? Are you waiting for me? If I can lead the final update, would you give your heart to me? Up beyond the sun, I see you shining. We'll see, we'll see. Take me out. I will drive my whole life through desert plains, forbidden ancient highways, forever to the mystery. Across the sands of space and time, I push my cosmic engine into overdrive. I want to be the last alive. Another set of planets. Nothing here but endless desolation. I'm getting a connection. Oh, I've seen this place before. Frantically I check on my new wilderness, but it can't be. Inside again. I will drive my whole life through desert plains, forbidden ancient highways. Forever to this mystery. Cross the sands of space and time, I push my cosmic engine into overdrive. I want to be the last alive. I will drive my whole life through desert plains, forbidden ancient highways, forever to this mystery. Across the sands of space and time, I push my cosmic engine into overdrive. I want to be the last alive. I open my mind and tried to find, but still denied. At least I tried. I'm too far behind. I can't survive. There's no one alive, and now I die.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool track there. Kind of had a gothic vibe to it. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, up next. What should we play next? You know what? I know what we'll play next. Let's play some classic Gravedigger right now. Let's play the track, Rebellion, The Clans Are Marching, from the 1996 album, Tunes of War.
Clans are marching against the law. Bagpipers play the tunes of war. Dare the glory I will find. Rebellion on my mind. The clans are marching against the law. Bagpipers play the tunes of war. Dare the glory glory I would fight, rebellion on my mind. You must know that rebellion will break out. But if we shout this in the highlands to claim his crown, no doubt. We raise his standard and freedom, calling to our pride. The Jekyll fights are gathering, I'll be at their side. Rather than is there, or right about defense, still in my hand. The clans are marching against the law, backed by past slaves and shoes of war. Their glory I will fight, rebellion on my mind. The town of Edinburgh fell soon in our hands. Defeated the English, at the battle across the fence. Rather than he's dead, or rather not defend, still in my hand. The clans are marching against the law, backed by past slaves and shoes of war. Their glory I will fight, rebellion on my mind.
Digger right there. Now we got some freaking Man-O-War coming up with Kill with Power from the classic album that came out in 1984, Hell to England.
Written on the wind. We don't think out our miracles fall right here. Travel on the dead, ride through the gate of clouds, stand on the open stairs. On this earth, spreading fear and pain. Black shield and weapons, black our chain. None can harm us, not their fire.
Iron or steel, for we have the will to power. With power we will kill. Kill with power. Die, die. Kill with power. Die, kill with power. To the war god Odin you will pray, and the curse of weapons shall remain. On the God of all our fathers, on their weapons we now swear to avenge, not lament. Give our false ones down. Kill with power. Die, die. Kill with power. Die, die.
Up next, we got Anvil with Free as the Wind from the Forged in Fire album from 1983. One of my favorite Anvil songs.
Running wild, crazy and free, being anything I wanna be. Got no time for hanging around, ain't nobody on a time to tell. Spend my time doing what I please, it's the world I'm gonna wanna live. People think that I'm no god, all of them think they think I should. Like confusing me and messing me around, you know I'm never coming down. Gotta get your mind on my head. You need to load and live your life instead. Play my music way too loud. My hands too long, I don't fit in the crowd. Leather junkie and denim jeans. They don't start to run down the seams. I'm so hard, but I don't care. If I want it, I'll take my share. Take it like I wanna fit your steam. On my way, I'm ready. Gotta stop pushing, shoving me around. Gotta stop trying to put me down. Gotta get your mind in my head.
Yes.
Maybe somebody will understand. That's why I choose to be my own man. Nothing matter ain't gonna change. Not the plan to be rearranged. Breaking rules is what I'll do. On the bad side, it's a better view. It's too loud, you're too old. Give me a good, give me a dog. Gotta stop pushing, telling me around. Gotta stop trying to put me down. Gotta get your mind out of my head. Make me alone and live your life instead. A lot of people got a lot to say, but I'm doing things my own way 'cause I'm free. As the wind. Free as the wind. Free as the wind. Free as the wind.
All right, that's some freaking classic Anvil, who I believe is actually working on a new album. I have not bought their last couple of albums. Uh, I know their last album was about marijuana or something. I forget what the hell it was called. I never bought it. I heard it wasn't like a really good album to begin with. So, but right now, we will get back to the tunes here in a bit. I'm going to let Mr. Damaged Inc. Ryan Arnold join the stream right now for a little bit.
What's up, dude?
What's going on? Anything new going
Not
on?
much.
Yeah, same here.
Not much. Just took care of some stuff. Woke up early this morning. Did some
Oh, yeah.
things, but just normal, boring stuff today.
Right.
Did a little bit of try to
No,
find
sh-
some people, some streamers, and obviously content creators, video makers, or whatever they're called, whatever they're called. Try to get them into the damaging gaming side of things.
Right.
But other than that, it's just been a chill day.
Yeah. That's pretty much how my day was. Didn't really do much of anything. It's what it is.
Yeah.
But
I was thinking earlier today about, and I didn't thought this would be a pretty cool topic. Masterpiece. Masterpiece albums, that are flawless front to back with songs from track one all the way to the final track and the production and how the instruments are played in the mix and all that stuff. It really came to my mind about that. I'm thinking that might be a cool video idea. But
I think so. Yeah, that would definitely be cool. About masterpiece of albums. Oh man, we got Necrotic Nick in the house too.
What's up,
Yeah.
Nick?
If you want a link too, I'll send it to you. Yeah, this is just kind of a chill stream tonight.
Pretty much. I'm assuming Mike went to bed. Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's why I know
he was he was tired, man.
Yeah.
I could tell when we were streaming he was tired. But
Yeah, fair enough.
it is what it is. All right,
He
well,
said
I'm going to
that's it.
invite Nick. Yes, I'm going to invite Nick to the stream too, man. Heck yeah. Because I was honestly about ready to end the stream until you said send me a link, and I'm like, okay, I'll keep it going.
Yeah.
But
Rain
all right, so
says,
we'll get.
Unto Others is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece of a gothic traditional heavy metal art. Yeah,
Sounded good.
Some people tend to be more. When they think of masterpieces, everybody has their difference and stuff like that. Obviously, me being more of, I need the perfect, either a melodic death metal, progressive death metal, progressive metal, progressive rock, power metal, and all that stuff. That's everybody's taste in masterpieces is literally quite different. Like I can
True.
think of. I remember there was one year in one of the years that came up that sprung to my mind that had multiple masterpieces in a year was 2009. Dream Theater's Black Clouds and Silver Linings, Mastodon's Crack the Sky, and Between the Baron and Me's The Great Misdirect.
Yeah.
Which I love all three, but I personally prefer The Great Misdirect because of how technical and like crazy and all over the top that album was. It was like
I don't think
God.
Oh, you talking about that Between the Buried and Me album?
Yeah, from 2009.
It's been a long time since I've heard it.
I go back to it quite
Okay.
often and think to myself, this is a masterpiece. Black Clouds and Silver Linings, if I can get through some of those the opening and closing epics, but the rest
Yeah.
of the album, A Rite of Passage, Wither, The Shattered Fortress, The Best of Times, are not like flawless. And I need to
I agree.
fully
I
listen
think
to
that's a
them.
great. I agree. I think that's a great album. But now we got Necrotic Nick about to join us right now. Here we go.
What's up, man?
Not
up?
much, man.
What's going
How's
on,
it going,
dude?
Not much.
I
We were
just
just
figured out-
talking about. We were just talking about masterpieces, and I brought up 3 albums from one year, 2009. I don't know if you were hearing it, but I mentioned Mastodon,
I
Crack the
definitely
Sky.
had the Great Misdirect.
I think to myself that is easily the best BT Bam album.
Dude, I'm a
In my humble opinion, of course.
I mean, no, it's a great album, dude. Actually, Swim to the Moon,
Oh,
was it obfuscation, whatever the fuck that word is.
and I
Dude, Desert of Song. Desert of Song is such a beautiful song, dude. They channel their inner love of Pink Floyd on that one.
oh my god. I just
Gotta
think
check
to
that
myself, I just think it's that album to me is like what they did with Colors, and I've listened to Colors. It too is perfect, but they took Great Misdirect to me is like they took what they did on Colors and turned it all the way up to 11, in my opinion.
I don't know, Colors was a game changer. Like literally before that point, I would say in prog, you did not hear prog embrace extreme metal. Like you didn't hear death metal elements in prog very much. You didn't hear like hardcore and like stuff like that. Like they kind of like it was like the school of like Dream Theater, Fate's Warning,
Yeah, obviously.
Queensryche.
You mentioned.
Yeah.
Not that that's bad.
Yeah,
but that was something that kind of stepped forward for prog was BT Bam's Colors. It was different.
The closest I can think of when it comes to something heavy in prog was Train of Thought from Dream Theater.
Yeah, and I mean, even that, I think, BT Bam was already on to something with Alaska. Alaska is a hell of an album, too.
Hell yeah.
I got to revisit these albums.
Oh,
It's been a while since I've listened to
Dude, the new one. The new one's
Between the Buried and
fantastic.
Oh, is it? I'll have to
I
check
love
that
it.
out too.
But BT Band became like, one of my favorite prog bands just because they were game changers. They consistently tried to keep pushing the envelope, and that's what you're supposed to do in prog. Prog's supposed to move forward. It's the
Exactly.
brainy metal.
Right.
Yeah. Great Misdirect was my introduction, and just hearing a Fuske Sean and just that, like, holy fucking shit from Paul or Blake, whatever their names were.
Oh, Paul
Dusty,
Wagner.
Dusty, yeah. Just their guitar playing was like, oh my freaking god, that's like,
Dude, Paul
John
and
Petrucci,
Dusty.
get out of here, man. That's holy crap.
Yeah, it's
John
definitely
Petrucci,
talented
like,
stuff.
come on, that's like, what? I've never heard something like this.
The second time I ever saw them, they were touring on the Great Misdirect, and that was with Scale the Summit, Devin Townsend, and Cynic.
Ooh.
Now that would
Yeah.
have been a show.
Yeah, that was
Holy
the
Christ.
only time I ever got to see Cynic. Of course, I mean, they had Sean Malone, they had Sean Reinhart.
Yeah.
Both now with the same war, which is super sad. But I guess
Yeah, they're-
Paul Masvidal is going to continue on with Cynic. And, I mean, as long as Paul Masvidal's there, I'm always going to entertain new Cynic. But
True.
yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, I could imagine.
The other album I was thinking, I might have mentioned it, Crack the Sky from Mastodon.
Yeah, I love that album, front to
I
back.
think to me, 2009, those three, I said Crack the Sky, Great Misdirect, and Black Clouds and Silver Linings. I don't know how you feel about that album, but I love
Was it? Dream Theater's Black Lens and Silver.
yeah, that one, yeah,
Lining?
Dream Theater. The last one was
Oh, that's a good one. That's the last one with Portnoy, right?
yeah.
Yep.
I like Mangini. Mangini's a good drummer, but I'm a fucking Portnoy slut. That dude is. I mean, honestly, he's one of the most fun drummers there is. And
That's
again,
true.
It's not as though Mangini's bad. It's
It's-
fucking Portnoy.
Yeah, Portnoy
Yeah,
has more charisma.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he leaves, you knew it was about to go down. Like
Dude's
the nicest,
incredible.
yeah, the nicest thing I can say about the Astonishing is it's them trying to be prog rock but failed miserably.
Oh, it's a fucking terrible rock opera. I never made it through the second disc. I made it through the first
I-
one, and I was.
I
hating
listened to
life.
it all the way in 2016 when it came out, and I was just, come on, end this thing. And I was being nice when I gave it a 7, but in all actuality, I probably would give it 5.5 or somewhere 5 or 6 or somewhere around there.
One
down.
a piece for each fucking disc.
I'd probably give it like I'd probably give it the same thing, like a 1.5 out of 10 or something.
It's so goddamn
Oh.
long-winded and boring. It's a giant rock opera, and I'm already not the biggest fan of James LeBray's vocals. I think he's a good vocalist. I'm just not a fan of his style. But I think Jordan Rudess took over that, and it became this.
Brody said it best.
Disney
Brody
fucking
told me
epic.
best. Brody
Yeah.
said it best. It's 2 hours of Disney music.
It's not good. And I mean, you got so much talent
That's
in the
true.
band. Why are they just kind of playing down? I know there was like an elaborate script to it, and they had like a bunch of other shit. They really fucking went hard on that one.
Well, I was
But-
watching Sea of Tranquility a while ago. He was talking about when he went to see Dream Theater around the time of The Astonishing, and he said he actually left the show because he was bored.
I mean, I get it. Honestly, it reminded me of Styx. Kilroy was here when they were touring on that, and they did the whole skits in between. The crowd was fucking booing and shit. That
Okay.
kind of reminded me of The Astonishing, because I mean, it was just all right. Dream Theater's already known for being like, giant, epic. I mean,
Yeah.
the most negative thing you can say, maybe bloated. Sometimes they're doing too much, but it's about the musicianship and how like the song crafting is, and I think that's really cool. This kind of just became something too big and too lavish, but not interesting.
Yeah.
I
It's
will
just
say
way too
this.
much.
I'll say this. From that same year, there was a English prog rock band called Gandalf's Fist, and they did a triple album called The Clockwork Fable. Already, the first 2 discs alone, for me, were better than The Astonishing. Like, it clear as day. They knew what they were doing and all that stuff. They knew what they were capable of, and it was like, I found it a little bit more enjoyable. I mean, for Christ's sake, it even has Blaze Bailey on it.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do a 2-disc album, that's pretty ambitious. Like, you better make sure you have the content, and like a good chunk of it isn't just filler, because I mean, otherwise, that's going to be a long, arduous journey through music, and that is exactly what The Astonishing was. And there's some 2-disc albums I absolutely love. I think Baroness's Yellow and Green, fantastic, because they created 2 different albums there, 2 different feels entirely between the 2 discs, and they were brilliant. But this was like a dumb sequel.
This album exists, and this is way better.
Yeah, there we go.
This is way better than The Astonishing. Like,
yeah, no, it's better. It's better. It's still long.
92 minutes, but at least it's not 2 hours long.
Which album?
Sin of You.
No, this is Book of Souls.
Well, Book of Souls. I'm sorry, I thought it was just because I mean,
I am getting it. I did get it, but it's gonna be a Christmas present. I'm getting kind of like this one. I'm getting the book version.
Oh, I saw that, and I already picked this up, and I was already like, I think this will be enough. But yeah, I saw. Was it Metal Meltdown did a whole response video to all the negative comments he got about his review, and he gave it the same score I did, which because I have not got that many negative comments, some condescending ones like, well, you're not old enough to appreciate. I was like, dude, I'm fucking 42.
I haven't seen it, so don't spoil it. But from what I have listened to it, I have enjoyed it.
I think there were good songs on it.
I did waste $60 and bought it on vinyl.
I mean, if you love it, if you love Iron Maiden, I mean, there are songs there I really like. I think Darkest Hour is really good. I like Strategio. Oh shit! God, these song titles are so fucking. They're kind of generic.
I love. I'm okay with Stratego. I thought it was an okay single.
Days of Future
I love Run on the Wall. I love the title track.
The title track's good. It's a weird opener.
I was drawing comparisons with If Eternity Should Fail, because they kind of, in terms of the atmosphere, kind of both are pretty dark.
Yeah. I mean, I did like some of the darker tones, some of it. I thought the Parchment was good. It didn't need to be that long. Like, it didn't need 12 minutes of the same riff. Granted, it's a great riff, and the lead work is cool. Most of the most impressive lead work was definitely Adrian's. But, yeah,
I've only listened to a few tracks outside of some of the ones that I've listened to majority of the time, like the Parchment. From what I was listening to it, I thought it sounded good. But I'm getting some few listens into it so I can do my review for it. But just from what I listened to, I thought it was the whole album as a whole was very enjoyable, and I liked it. But I'm trying to get more listens to it. But the songs that stand out to me are "Writing on the Wall." What was this track after "Writing on the Wall"? I kind of like that too.
Something shit. Future. Hold on, I'm gonna get up the damn booklet. Lost in a Lost World.
Yeah, that one I didn't really care. I didn't really
Time
like
Machine.
it.
I have issues with, and Death of the Celts or the Celts.
Oh yeah, Celts. I say Celts. I think it's shortened.
I can't.
Now that
Perfect
one I did
Celtic.
actually like.
Oh, dude. I don't know if you saw the review, but I said some.
I watched it. I actually commented
all right.
on it.
I like the fact that they like to bring in different elements, the folky stuff, but I don't want 10 minutes of that.
True.
And
It could have definitely been shaved down.
the stuff that I really get into, it's still the older man, And I know there's people like, well, they're progressing forwards. Like, it's not really progressing. They're just writing longer albums. I think there's still a lot of the same tropes they've always had. They're just playing on.
Yeah, it's not.
More
I think it's not.
Steve Harris's.
I believe this album ain't as long as Book of Souls. It's around the 80-minute mark. A little bit shorter than Book of Souls.
I think
maybe
this one
10
is
minutes shorter.
81, 82, so 10 minutes less than Book of Souls.
1 hour and 21 minutes, I think, is
yeah, that's
Senjutsu,
81 minutes. Yeah,
and then Book of Souls is 1 hour 38 minutes.
Yeah, 90 minutes or so. That's.
I like this. I like this one better than Book of Souls, though.
Yeah, I do actually. I like it.
From what I listened to it, to me it's not as great as Book of Souls, but I did enjoy it. I like it. It's top 10 for sure. Top 10 for sure.
It's the best one since A Matter of Life and Death, which I really like that album. It's the darker tone to it. It's a little bit heavier.
I think that's why I like it more too.
You say that though, but how steep is the competition? Because I really wasn't a huge fan of The Final Frontier, and I really wasn't a huge fan of Book of Souls. So
yeah, Final Frontier I cannot get into at all.
Yeah.
But somebody was asking. Oh yeah, I did buy the Senjutsu T-shirt.
Dude, the Yoshimitsu Eddie, I don't know if they're calling him that, but that's what I think of. The Japanese spirit.
I look at him, and I'm like, oh, this is Samurai Eddie from the Legacy of the Beast mobile game. I recognize that look. I recognize what he looked like right away. I was like, oh, it's Samurai Eddie. Because I played the mobile game.
Countries for fucking, Eddie to fucking visit and fucking adopt the culture.
Yeah, they're
like
an avatar.
Siberian Eddie one of these days.
I'm pretty sure there's an avatar of that in the Iron Maiden mobile game. There already is Samurai Eddie. That's what this one is. It's just a more beefed up Samurai Eddie.
Canadian lumberjack Eddie. That's what I want to see next. Fucking maple syrup and fucking Molson Ice.
I mean,
I don't know.
That might actually be kind of cool looking.
Honestly, dude, I just want them to get back to those, shorter songs.
Tracks.
Give me like one big epic. Like when you had fucking Rime of the Ancient Mariner, Jesus Christ, it's a hell of a standout song. Alexander the Great fucking whoops ass.
I mean, that is my gripe with the new album. There's not much energy on the new album.
I mean,
it is quite slow.
And I don't want to say it's like, well, they're older now. It's like there's plenty of older musicians out there that are still, writing with a lot of passion. I don't know if there's a tremendous amount of passion. Like I said, they had this locked away in a vault for like what, 2 years almost?
Yes, it's 2019.
Did they go back and listen to it and it's like, you know what, we can improve that, or let's get rid of this part? Like, I don't know. I think it also has to do with they don't write as a band. Like, I think it's either, Adrian and Bruce kind of working together on stuff. Dave Murray didn't have a single writing credit on this album, I believe.
That's shocking.
No, not at all.
Yannick had a couple, but Yannick had the Time Machine, and I'm not a fan of that song. But he did have Strategio, I believe. That's his song, which one of the best ones on there.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually a good one.
And then Steve Harris had the Long Epics, which Steve Harris essentially just wrote that stuff without the band and then just came to him like, here's your parts. I believe that's how that came together. And that's kind of Steve Harris' writing style.
Yeah, Book of Souls, Murray only had one co-writing credit, and it's on The Man of Sorrows.
Wow.
Only one.
I was going to say, he doesn't have that many writing credits here lately. I guess he just kind of comes in and does his part.
Yeah, And Adrian and Gers get more time with writing and stuff like that, which surprises me.
And ditch those fucking keyboards. Oh my god, dude. those keyboards.
True.
Like, all right, I'm all right. I'm picky when it comes down to keyboards, but that shiny, Christmassy, whatever it is, it's not adding to it. And you have 3 guitarists. If you want another melody on top of there, track another guitar. You have 3
Right.
guitarists.
Yeah.
They're-
That's
you
very
know,
true. I mean, when I
sometimes
think
it's not
about
like
it,
only one's tracked. Which
Right.
bother me is that you have 3 guitarists, and I don't think you're utilizing them as much as you should be here. Like, are the other 2 guitarists decorative?
that's very true. Like, they got 3 guitar players, and half the time you can't really tell that, there are 3 guitar players in the band.
And that might
And there's
just be
something
a
about-
production thing.
That could be too. There's something I've noticed. Oh, geez. Since probably the X Factor, to be honest. Like, the harmony guitar parts do not sound like classic Maiden.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, they don't have that dual type of sound like they had early on.
Well, it's kind of like missed some of the energy. I mean, granted, I think they got some of it back with Brave New World and
Brave
Dance of
New
Death.
World. Yeah.
But I don't know. Something's missing in the band, just in terms of like some intensity. Like, come on, you're
Right.
Iron fucking Maiden.
Yeah.
I want some music that is intense looking as fucking the body count that fucking Eddie has in the inside the booklet. Look, he's fucked up some shit in here, man. The people dead everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like to hear, like, something a bit faster from Maiden. I mean, we've gotten way too many albums now with all this slow, monotonous bullshit.
I mean, I like Nico. I think he's a solid drummer. The fact that he still just uses a single bass pedal is, I still think, pretty damn remarkable.
Right.
But he has like a standard beat, like it's the like he kind of does that, the Iron Maiden gallop. That's like his fast beat, but there's not a lot of that now. It's more mid tempo, and I don't think he can't.
Right.
It's just I don't know if they're writing with that sort of energy anymore.
I remember saying that I think to myself this might be his last, because I think I remember seeing somewhere that he doesn't want to make another Iron Maiden album in his mid to late 70s. Like, he's the oldest member. I think he's in his late 60s, early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's
Steve Harris? I don't know.
no, not
No.
Steve. Nico.
Nico
Nico.
McBrain.
Yeah,
I think he's
he
60.
is a little bit older.
Yeah, I think he's 69.
Yeah, he's if they're
definitely
doing
up there.
another 6 years or so, he'll be 75. Like, I guarantee you, he won't do an Iron Man now, another Iron Man album. I think this might be it. I think to myself, this potentially might be it.
I don't
as
know.
far
Like
as
Shred,
the direction of the lineup goes.
Shred is very hopeful. He thinks they have 2 more albums in them. It's like, we'll see. But,
I
mean,
remember
if-
I heard Steve said they might have enough material for 4. That's what I heard.
all right, so if it's Steve's writing, that means they have enough material for like 6 albums. He's just gonna put it on 4 or 3.
Pretty much.
Next
Yeah,
one,
I'm pretty
3
sure,
discs
you can
long.
pretty much say you're either gonna have another
3 discs long, every
album,
song
and
slow.
you probably have 2.
I mean, it's not as though Iron Man has anything to prove anyone, though. That's the main thing.
They know. Yeah,
They're
to the
legends.
point where
I mean, sure, it'd be nice to see like a cool return to form, like put out like an energetic album with mostly just shorter tracks, and not saying like, oh, just 2-minute tracks. No, like give me like some 5-minute tracks and shit, and like one solid epic. Save all that for one solid epic. Don't split up between like most of the album.
do like what
like
Dream Theater's about to do, or something like that. Shorter amount of songs, or something like that, and have them be 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, and then you might have maybe one or two epics. I think that
But
works.
yeah,
I think that works well.
Yeah,
but yeah, definitely like the first 5 albums.
yeah, and
That's the Maiden I would love to hear again.
and I mean, when it comes down to like the prog era material, they're good at it, but that's not their strong suit. The strong suit is just riffs and melodies, and
Right.
and
you talk about them in those first 5, like Power Slave.
oh god, Power Slave's fucking
Mariner,
glorious.
obviously. That.
Dude, I'll go all the way back to Killers. Killers fucking whoops ass.
Oh,
Self-titled.
definitely.
Self-titled is great. Number of
I
the
like that album,
Number of the
but Killers
Beast is great,
blew it
too.
away.
I love those. I love Self-titled and Number of the Beast. They're.
No, I mean, Phantom of the Opera is one of my favorite early Iron Maiden songs. The song's absolutely killer.
Same.
Charlotte the
Same.
Harlot, little
That's
dumb,
one of my favorites.
but it's fun.
Charlotte the Harlot, title track.
Prowler.
Band
Prowler's fun. I like Prowler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got Remember
knows?
Tomorrow.
Sanctuary. I like Sanctuary too, even though that never got to be
Yep.
officially on an album. I love Sanctuary.
I don't know. Well, this week I'm eager to hear the new Carcass. I think I'm curious about it because I've heard that it is a little bit more mid-tempo than what we're used to. I mean, of course, there's going to be some fast tracks. They already released one fast track, but that last track they put out with that really cool drum intro that's kind of like more arena rock with the boom, that apparently is closer to what the rest of the album sounds like in terms of most of the tracks. So I don't know. I'm kind of curious if they're going to try do a little bit more of what they intended to do on Swan Song, except maybe heavier, a bit better. I like that album, but I mean, it does not stand up to Heartwork, Necroticism.
It's been a long time since I've listened to Swan Song.
I mean, it has its moments. Black Star is a fucking whoop ass song. I mean, Rotting in the Free World is fun. It's goofy.
Their name from. I can only imagine the Yam Company got their name from a Carcass album.
I mean, at least they didn't pull one of the early titles. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Name your Yam Company after that,
High Word Genital Grinders. What?
Yeah, it might be some concept. That might be one of the Carcass albums I might listen to because I've never listened to a Carcass album before in my life.
You've never listened to a Carcass album?
Never.
Oh, dude.
Well, what kind of style is Swan Song? Isn't that because I like
Swan
the
Song's
melodic?
the Death and Roll album, I guess you could call it. It's definitely more melodic. It's more mid-tempo.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you want,
that would be the one I'd probably like.
well, I mean, if you like Arch Enemy and Michael,
No. When it comes to the melodic stuff, I'm more of either Soilwork or In Flames. That's those stuff I like more.
You would still probably like Heartwork. Heartwork is one of the best melodic death metal albums there is.
Yeah, that
Pretty
The guitar
much.
tone is fucking glorious on that, and just absolutely killer, memorable songs.
It's pretty much a predecessor to Arch Enemy
Yeah, I mean, well,
in a lot of ways.
Michael Amott left after that one because he was working on the Arch Enemy thing. He didn't really write very much in that. That was mostly Bill Steer and Jeff Walker. But yeah, he was a bigger part of Necroticism, which Necroticism's a fucking death metal classic in my mind. I think in a lot of people's minds actually. But
Right.
yeah, I mean, honestly, that style was sort of a carryover because you listen to the first couple of Arch Enemy albums, they definitely have a little bit of that leftover Carcass sort of love. And Heartwork actually came out before At the Gate Slaughter of the Soul, so I mean, it was a big landmark album before everyone pretty much jocked At the Gate Slaughter of the Soul and just well, we like these riffs, let's include them in literally every melodic death metal album that came out after it, and a bulk of metalcore.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, dude.
Another genre I like. Some metalcore, and some deathcore too. I don't care.
I mean,
about them. I like some deathcore.
I don't mind. There's some deathcore I still love. I just did a whole thing on underrated deathcore, and there's some albums I still really like. Through the Eyes of the Dead's Malice, that's a fucking beast of an album, but it definitely leans
Ooh,
toward death metal.
that's a
Oh,
band I
some
haven't
of
heard in a long time.
Oh,
I
dude,
like
I
some
love
of the
Malice.
late 2000 like deathcore. Like I like some of that early Whitechapel.
Yeah, dude, this is
I
XL.
love that
Looks
style
ass.
when it comes to it. I like some Red Chord, not really that much.
Oh, dude, I love the Red Chord.
Hell Chose Me from Carnifex. I absolutely love their cover of Angel of Death. I'm like, finally, someone did this song in like a death metal. Like, finally.
I don't mind that one. I got the newest Carnifex, and it's good. I feel like they're like the deathcore equivalent of Aborted right now.
Yeah, I think I got one of the shirts they were doing like a collaboration with a wrestling company T-shirt called Black Mass. I got that T-shirt just in time. We're like, thank God I got it. So I at least got a Carnifex shirt at the very least.
I mean,
If I get
it's not
another
that
one,
album.
if I get another one, it probably would be Hell Chose Me.
Hell Chose Me is actually, that's where I kind of became more of a fan. Where's that shit? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I did get. Yeah, new Carnifex. Not
Nice.
bad. I don't like the cover of Korn's Dead Bodies Everywhere though.
Their best cover is Angel of Death. Freaking.
I don't think I heard that.
I think it came out like, I want to say it came out last year, and then they just kind of threw it on the album because it was like an extra track.
Yeah.
But
I've listened to some of the singles they put out, and I really do enjoy them. Like, really, really like them.
I think they're good. It's not what I'm into, and I think they kind of ham up the gothic keys a bit too much. They're like kind of a little bit too much there. But I mean, overall, it's riffy, it's groovy, lots of breakdowns. I mean, it checks off all the boxes for deathcore. I mean, in terms of like what you want.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you want all that, except better though, new recorded Maniacal. Fuck shit up. That album is disgustingly heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's aborted.
Nice. Sounds interesting. Yeah. I mean, I've never been the biggest deathcore fan.
I mean, I got into it, and I think it was pretty much the same time Ryan was talking about like the late
Yeah,
2000s.
I was exiting high school when I was getting into it with
I-
things like Whitechapel.
I wasn't in high school, but yeah, no, that was that time. Like, definitely listened to a lot of death metal. Was listening to a lot of metalcore and melodic death metal, and this was something
Definitely.
new and heavy. So I definitely checked it
Yeah.
out. Got big into like Whitechapel, of course. Red Chord, I always had more in the death metal, like technical death metal, but it kind of fits in deathcore too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got their last album, and it was
They
like,
were-
yeah, it's okay. It's not good. I don't have too many. good
Oh, Fed Through the
memories
Teeth
about it.
Machine.
Yeah, that one.
Dude, Pray for Eyes. That's the one that I really fucking dig.
Yeah,
But,
the Red Court to me kind of had influences of the Dillinger Escape Plan too, a little bit.
It was a little
Yeah.
spastic. Or
Right.
like Every
yeah.
Time I Die, which they're
Yeah,
coming out with a new
yeah.
album. Actually, I'm kind of excited for it.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it was
I'm
new
just now
heavy.
getting
That was
into
my
Every Time
take
I
on
Die.
deathcore. You know, I think when it got around to the point where it started getting more towards the down tempo stuff, like stuff that just sounded like the Acacia Strain all the time, which I like those guys, but it's too built around the breakdown. That was kind of my issue. Like there wasn't much else outside of the breakdowns. But of course,
Right.
the mentality is to be heavier than everything else. So
Right.
break that shit down.
I mean, I can remember when I used to be in my old band. We played a festival. This would have been around 2012, and most of the bands on the bill were deathcore bands. Honestly, I couldn't even. I'd have to look up the flyer. I still have to talk about the bands that were on that bill because I honestly don't remember much about the band because most of the bands did sound the same.
What
Yeah.
year?
I mean, you said 2012. I mean, honestly,
No, that's
that-
all.
that was-
Well, Deathcore
Yeah.
was still kind of good, but there was the fluctuation of some of those bands that were starting to sound like having a little bit of that gent sound then. But there was still some of the deathcore that was still of the
Yeah.
old school sound. It was kind of starting to transition. It was still that good early, like late 2000s deathcore.
Well,
but
it's like any subgenre in metal. Like once it becomes popular, you get
Right.
the oversaturation. Like the labels go out there and sign all the other bands that the bands that they sign new and recommended, or they're just out there hunting for them, or there are bands that pretty much listen to say like Whitechapel and it's like, well, I want to sound like that. Let's form a band, and you get a lot of the second tier ones. And the problem is if the second tier ones aren't really good and aren't like kind of pushing the genre forward, then it kind
Yeah.
of stagnates, and then you just have all these fucking bands that kind of sound the same. I mean, the same thing kind of happened
Right.
to death metal too. Happened to thrash. Happened to any
that's
genre.
true.
yeah, it forces bands. Like I was listening to the Lost Boy track from Whitechapel. It was like they had to get to the point of where they were changing up their sound. I knew they were changing up their sound on the self-titled, but when I listened to Lost Boy and they included cleans, I'm like, well, this is kind of different.
I didn't pick up the Valley. I probably should, because I think we're going to probably review the newest Whitechapel.
So Ken, yeah, and kind
But-
of looking at that cover, it's like this does not fit Whitechapel.
Oh, have you heard the song that they released? The one with the weird high-speed video, like it's just flying through.
The Lost Boy.
Is it Lost? Yeah, Lost Boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because when I was listening, I've listened to that. I'm like, okay, you're getting the typical Whitechapel, like getting the deathcore and all that. But then when we get to maybe near the end, I'm like, wait,
The
what?
Tool break. Like, it
near the
legit
end where,
sounds like
Phil
fucking
was starting
Tool.
to sing the clean. I'm like, what? What?
Yeah, no, he.
That's
Phil Bozeman
that's
sounds
weird,
like
because
fucking
I've
Maynard
listened to
James
Whitechapel
Keenan,
for
and
so
it sounds
long,
like Adam
so
Jones guitars.
I'm just like, okay, cool. I like it, but it's like this is different. This isn't what I was expecting from Whitechapel.
Well, I know on the Valley they added clean vocals and everything wasn't your stereotypical like deathcore style. in
Like,
terms of
bear in
song.
mind, I have not listened to something from Whitechapel since probably The Saw is the Law.
See, I didn't like that album. That was the
I
last.
when I heard it, I was like, I'm done with Whitechapel at this point. It's just, no.
Well, I liked the self-titled album. I thought that one was really good. And then
Yes,
after
that
that, there
was
was a
the-
decline in quality. And
Yeah, that was
I
the
haven't
last-
really.
That was
But I heard
last
The Valley was
one of
really
my
good.
gods, too.
And that was like one that was kind of regardless of the subgenre. Like people said, listen, I'm not even a big deathcore fan, but this is really well written. And the fact that they added melody and atmosphere, and there's this whole creepy, disturbing narrative to the whole album, I don't know, it kind of makes me want to check it out.
Yeah. But it's just that seeing that artwork they have for Ken, I'm like, this is something a prog band would have for their cover.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
actually, when I saw it, it was like, am I looking at the Death Heaven cover? Because that
yeah,
looks like the
it's
Death
like,
Heaven cover.
yeah, I was just like, this doesn't fit Whitechapel. Like, what the hell?
I mean, I've had some very misleading album covers before, like, buying stuff as a teen. It's like, ooh, this looks like it could be metal. I'm like, nope, this is not. But,
when I look at Whitechapel, I think the covers of The Somatic Defilement, This Is Exile, A New Era of Corruption, even to a lesser extent the self-title, which was okay, but it was cool. But the first three were just like, that's what I think of Whitechapel when I think of covers. I don't think of Ken when I think Whitechapel.
I mean, it's pretty bad when you can, certain styles have certain types of artwork. And, I mean, I love death metal, but there's definitely a certain type of artwork they all fucking like. For the most part, like when it comes down to deathcore, there's definitely a certain style that most of them like.
Yes.
The computer generated, very like saturated colors and all that stuff. Like you see a
Right.
lot of it, like at slam bands. you can tell a slam band or a brutal death band pretty quickly. It's like, oh, that woman's got a fucking hatchet in her pussy. This isn't for me.
Yeah.
That's one style of metal I could knock it into.
Oh, the burst vocals and dude, it's pretty cringe. Like, I mean, it's just like looking at the album covers and the song titles. I mean, you know, it was like, dude, lighten the fuck up. I mean, I get it. It's horror elements, and they're kind of taking things to extreme. It is an extreme genre, but sometimes it's just like, dude, maybe like be more artful about it. There's got to be ways to fucking do it.
Right.
Yeah, you can tell by a band just by looking at their cover of what they are. But then you look at Whitechapel and Ken and like, is this supposed to be a prog album?
I do. I like
What?
surprises
And
though.
they're singing Lost Boy. I'm like, okay, there's still some deathcore, and you're like, wait, what? Clean vocals? What? It's not Whitechapel. Like, what the heck?
I mean,
It's a nice.
who knows? Like, they're getting to be an older band. They're kind of old in terms of like a deathcore band. You know, and yeah, they showed that on the album before at the Valley is like, we need to evolve, we need to change because we keep writing the same album. You know, people might get bored, and we got to show there's a little bit more depth. But the thing is, it's a precarious little line there, a little ledge to walk, because you have to still have enough of the stuff that is recognizable as you. Like, you know, the stuff that, like, oh yeah, that's fucking Whitechapel. But at the same time, there has to be enough variety and change.
Exactly.
You incorporate something like the clean vocals, like the piano works they introduced on the self-titled. I kind of like the piano stuff. I like the amateur. I kind of like there was some melody in some of those songs.
Yeah.
Self-titled. I liked that. That was pretty cool. And I liked this track. It was pretty different for Whitechapel. And I'm like, maybe I can get back on board with Whitechapel. It's been a while since I bought a Whitechapel album.
I mean, I'll check it out. I mean, I don't know what. Oh, I think that's what is that next month? I think that's next month. But
yeah,
I mean,
month, I think there's Trivium and Dream Theater.
I'm definitely doing Dream Theater. I mean, that was one of our early reviews. Was the last Dream Theater.
I'm definitely doing Dream Theater. Yeah. I haven't.
But yeah, I mean, so far, I mean, there's, I definitely want to do the new Insomnium, Occult. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Yeah, the new Rivers of Nile. I love the 2 tracks they've put out. What else we got here? Maybe Veil Burner, just because it sounds weird. The new Enslaved EP, just because I love those Cosmic Space Vikings. And KK's Priest. I definitely want to go over that one, and I'll even see if we can get something started. Like, all right, do you think this is better than Firepower? Because that's lofty. Because I think Firepower is a fucking banger of an album.
Oh, that's a masterpiece. Like, as far as modern Judas Priest goes.
I mean, hooks aplenty and heft. I love that album. But
yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of curious about KK's Priest.
I am too. I mean, I've already heard 4 tracks from it.
I've heard 2. I am not the biggest Ripper fan, to be honest. Yeah. Something about his delivery, like he kind of always seems like he wants to do the Painkiller, like way up there all the time thing. It's like, no, because he's got a good mid-register too.
Yeah, I've always liked.
He does.
I
think when he sings more mid-pace too, he kind of has a Ronnie James Dio type of vibe to him.
Yes, Cardwells of the Dam kind of made me think about that. Ghost Town kind of has that mid-pace, like kind of that Dio-esque style. I loved it.
Yeah, no, I'm curious to hear what all that album's about. I believe Judas Priest is going to put out something possibly next year. So I mean, probably be a battle as to which one's better there.
Oh, definitely.
God, what else is going on? I mean, I know next month is just absolutely loaded with releases, so we've been covering a lot, and ranking all those Incantation albums is already pretty brutal.
Oh, there's a new Incantation coming out.
No. We're ranking all the albums.
Oh, that's really cool.
That last one.
Oh yeah, there's a new Mastodon album, Hushed and Grim. Didn't know about that.
Next month. The lead-off single's
October.
interesting.
Let's see.
The riff on that new song they dropped, it really kind of reminds me a bit of like stuff on Remission and Leviathan, but it kind of breaks more into their cleaner stuff, and of course, a giant, powerful fucking chorus by Bron Daler.
I might have to check that out because those are my favorite Mastodon albums. The earlier,
It's a little bit gritty in spots, but I mean, it has the very hook laden stuff that they've been doing now, and again, giant chorus because Bron Daler can fucking sing. It's a weird video. Get ready for that.
Yeah, there is a lot of tracks on it. Like there's about 15.
On the new Mastodon?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully they didn't fucking do it.
I was not expecting that much.
I haven't even checked that. Hold on here, let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking at Blabbermouth, and they have the track listing, and look, the cover looks pretty damn cool, I'm not gonna lie. They've always had some pretty awesome album covers as of late.
Let's see here.
Let's see what else we got. What else in October? Whitechapel Kin, like I said, the Mastodon album, Bellacore Coherence. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh my god, it's an hour and a half long.
Fuck! Wait,
what, the new Mastodon album?
The new Mastodon, 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 17
it's
seconds.
It's a double album.
Holy shit.
It has to be a double album. There's no way. You can't do that on one disc.
That's a double
There's
album.
no freaking way.
Holy crap, it's a double album with Mastodon. Oh my god. Like,
I mean, hey, we were just talking about, like, if you're going to do a double album, you better make sure it's all quality.
For real.
Jesus, man. Yeah, I mean, most of these tracks, 5 minutes, 6, 7. There's
any epics? That's
we have 1 8 minutes 34 second song, but most of them are closer to the 6 minute range. So I mean, these are all kind of long. And you know what? I mean, honestly, they've been quiet since, let's see, when was the last full length? Emperor's Sand was 2017, so 4 years. I mean,
yeah,
maybe they just had 2 albums worth of material and smushed it.
It's I'm here like a freaking double album from Mastodon. I'm like, holy crap.
I mean, it was bound to happen. I mean, it's Mastodon.
I mean, I've been around for a while and I haven't done a double album yet. Like, come on.
I mean,
I'm like, where are you kidding the track list? I'm here like, what like the times it sounded like. Where's the?
Oh, I went to Metal Archives. They already have the information up. So yeah, 15 tracks, 1 hour, 26 minutes, 17 seconds of Mastodon. So they beat Iron Maiden by roughly 5 minutes.
But it didn't beat Book of Souls.
Didn't beat Book of Souls, and thank fucking God.
Exactly.
They didn't even beat the Astonishing. Okay, let's look at some of these. Like, oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, they're all, oh yeah, we got an 8 minute. Yeah, and there's 1 8 minute. But they're all normal average length. Like,
I mean, I don't know. Like, well, the fact that there's 8 minute songs, maybe they do get a little bit proggy again, like they did on Crack the Sky. I'm not entirely sure.
They've done something proggy. Oh.
But I mean, we'll see on that one. But that's big.
That's
New Hypocrisy track sounds really good too.
I still need to check that out.
Oh, it's a good video. It's kind of creepy. Again,
I saw it posted. I just haven't had much time to check it out yet.
The 2 Devin Townsend albums, The Puzzle and Snuggles, are coming out this next month too.
I'm always down for Debbie. Debbie
Right
rolls.
here. Love this stuff.
What's it called?
The Puzzle and Snuggles. Bear in mind
Oh.
they're kind of different. But anything Devin does, he touches and he turns it into gold.
If Debbie wants to snuggle, then someone snuggle that mother.
Yeah, I thought you said huggle snuggle at first. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, honestly, he could call it pretty much whatever he wanted, and people are like, well, it's
True.
Debbie. He's allowed to do that, and I'm sure it'll
True.
be creative as hell. And he's kind of almost in his own genre of prog. Like it's just like,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
just do
Yep.
whatever
Yes.
I'm feeling,
Right.
which is
I
awesome.
mean, he's done heavy stuff, pop stuff, progressive stuff. He's even
Yeah.
done country. He's been all over the map.
See, I still don't have the casualties of cool yet.
I need to get that. I need to get Z2. I gotta get another copy of Epicloud. I gotta get Deconstruction Ghost. Jesus. Oh God, I need to get a lot of this stuff.
Oh no,
I was gonna say,
I need to get Empath too. Jesus.
oh yes, oh man, that freaking album's good. I
Yeah,
gotta
that was just like if Tool doesn't come out with a new album in this year, Empath's winning. Oh,
Mhm.
oh God. Damn.
This isn't just CDs either; DVDs too. You can watch the live performance.
Nice.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Albums in pretty much in their entirety too.
Oh,
Yeah, he does all of Addicted. God, Kingdom is one of the encores.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Love Kingdom.
Yeah,
I love their version on Epicloud. I gotta listen to the
I
original.
was gonna say, Kingdom's
He
actually a
addicted-
really old track.
Deconstruction and Ghost, all of them.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, trying to think what Kingdom was on before that, or I'm trying to think what Kingdom was originally on.
Physicist. I think it was on
Physicist, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Wow, that's old.
I like the
Which I
version that's
do-
on Epicloud better though. 'Cause
I do
Yeah,
too. It's
yeah,
better
it's
production,
definitely
bigger.
better production. I think the vocal melodies are a lot better on it compared to the Physicist version.
No, I still, even though I don't have the case, I still have the Epicloud CD at the
Ooh.
very least.
See, I gotta get me some Devin Townsend again.
Same
Devin
here.
Townsend's
I've been
amazing.
My God.
needing to get some more.
He's gonna have it. He's gonna have over 30 albums out by now. Just like
Jesus.
incredible.
Well, solo albums, Strapping Young Lad, Devin Townsend Band, Devin Townsend Project,
Casualties of Cool.
Casualties of Cool.
Yeah.
Unless they're counting that as a Devin Townsend thing.
They might. He also had the stuff he did with Steve Vai. He had his weird
Yeah.
punk band, Punky Brewster.
Punky
Legit.
Brewster. Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I own like a good chunk of like the.
If I ever
stuff.
do him, it would probably only be Strapping Young Lad, Devin Townsend Man, and Devin Townsend Project. Those would be probably the only things I would do when it comes to him.
I think it was back. I think it was back in '94. Devin Townsend and Jason Newsted were trying to write music together at the time.
What?
Of course, Metallica wasn't having it.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they were down to screw over Jason Newsted anyway.
That is just
Pretty
so. That's so out of left field right there because that's just like what?
Well, I mean, Jason ended up joining Voivod, which I mean, like honestly, you look at some of the pictures from the Load era and Reload era. He was wearing a lot of Voivod shirts, so it was kind of a telegraph move.
Yep.
But honestly, the stuff he did with Voivod is probably some of my least favorite material out of Voivod.
Yeah, not the greatest.
I need to listen to those albums that Jason was
Give me a second, I'll
on.
be back. I gotta go grab a quick smoke.
That's cool.
Yeah, I gotta
Good.
listen to those Voivod albums that Jason Newsted was on. I've been meaning to for the longest time. I need to get my ass together and listen to them for once.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way. I mean, I know like some Voivod, but it's a band I never. paid
Target
much
Earth, Target Earth, I didn't like. It was just like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
this sounds
Killing
terrible.
I think Killing Technology is my favorite so far.
Mm.
But I'll be back too.
Yeah. I'll be here. So, Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend. More heavy, heavy. Oh, fucking.
All right.
We're back.
So we were talking about Voivod.
Yeah, meaning I need to get my ass in here and listen to those 2 Jason albums.
I have the
Really,
first
really,
one they did
really.
with Jason, just called Voivod. I think that's the only Voivod I have.
You have a Voivod album with Jason Newsted on it?
Yeah. It was just called Voivod. It came out in 2003, I think.
Damn.
I have it on CD. Haven't listened to it I haven't listened to it in a very long time.
Damn.
But yeah. That's the one that had Jason Newsted on bass.
Yeah.
But yeah, Voivod has a bunch of weird albums.
Yep.
Like the first couple albums were like thrash, and then they went more proggy. In the 90s, they kind of went a little industrial. Pretty much all over the map.
Yep.
Anyways, back to the chat room here. Not ignoring you guys. Shadow Man says carcass. And Reen C says Possessed Revelations of Oblivion could be a start to finish masterpiece. It's a great album. Definitely a great comeback album for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, we got Now Spinning here too. Hi guys. Hey, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream. Honestly, I prefer Mastodon's newer material. Yeah, I honestly quit following Mastodon after probably Leviathan. I think that's the album. So, I mean, I've heard bits and pieces of like what they've done. But as far as full albums go, no, haven't really heard much. Especially with the drummer, Brand Daler. Oh, fucking, he's a sick drummer. I actually first heard his drumming in another band before Mastodon even existed, called Today Is Today. He played on their album In the Eyes of God. I used to have it on CD. His freaking drumming was all over the freaking place on that thing. Let's see here. How about Mayhem's last EP? I haven't gotten it yet. I didn't see it's out though. Might pick it up. I thought their last album, Damon, was pretty damn good. And Shadow Man 756 says metal. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's the comment section.
Yeah.
Got 4 viewers. 2:03 a.m. Already on 3 hours. 3 hours and 3 minutes. Now 3 hours and 4 minutes. Yeah, these streams keep getting longer and longer.
Yeah.
It's what it is, though.
Yep.
I got to start creating actual content again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need to do.
I gotta start listening to the new Iron Maiden album. That's like
Ooh,
my
yes.
priority. That's taking all my
Senjutsu. Yeah, it's been like the talk on YouTube for the last couple months now. It's Iron Maiden. Which, rightfully so, because it's been a long time since Maiden put an album out. 6 years, the longest gap, actually, between Maiden albums.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the Book of Souls came out in 2015, so,
Yeah.
you know.
And people are still reading it because it's so goddamn long. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I was just reading the chat's comment. That's about it.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other stuff that's coming out here in 2021.
I mean,
I like that some of them I mentioned. I think Bellacore.
Bellacore sounds, that first single sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I know there's a new UDO album coming out.
Yeah, I
next
saw
month.
that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yep. It's like his 18th album, I think.
Jesus.
Is it the same month? Yeah, it is.
October.
In October 22nd. It's called
Yep.
Game Over.
Oh, Game Over. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I've already heard the 2 songs he released, which to me, I don't know, kind of sound like classic Accept. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he's going to stray too far from the formula.
No.
The last
not
Accept
at all.
album wasn't too bad, though. I did enjoy a good chunk of it. There were some of it
That was
was
a good album.
a little dated, but I mean, I get it. It's the style. Like it's old school heavy metal,
Right.
and you know, it has boxes. It's got a check.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like right now Wolf Hoffman's the only original member left in Accept, because he's got like a whole new lineup now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I know that the singer's been with them for the past 3 or 4. But as far as the other guys, I don't know. I've been looking it up. Of course, you know, it was just a lot of stuff to go over in terms of who's all in the band.
Right. He's been there since Blood of the Nation, 2010. It's been a while now.
Yeah.
About a decade.
I remember a lot of people talking about that when I just didn't pick it up.
Yeah, I was a little curious about it at first. I'm like, I don't know, Accept without Udio. And it turned out to be a pretty killer album.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never been the biggest Accept fan. That's one of those bands I've been meaning to like go back and actually listen to.
Yeah.
But you know, I liked, you know, some of the earlier stuff. Unfortunately, the only stuff I really knew was, of course, Balls to the Wall. And yeah, I mean that album cover.
Yeah, that's
I don't know if I'm gonna get this.
yeah, that's definitely a bizarre album cover.
I mean, I don't know if there were a lot of like creative choices there. Like, this? Are we sure? Are you sure? Like, this is the one.
But even the first album has a really bizarre album cover with, I don't know, looks like a transvestite with a chainsaw on their first album. It's really weird looking.
I mean, it was a product of the times.
I
don't
guess.
know. Dude, I mean, think about all those old Scorpions covers. You know, Virgin Killer.
Like fly. Oh yeah, that was a little too over the top. That didn't need to happen.
There's whatever the one where I can't Because I don't have all the early Scorpions. Well, when he's like grabbing the chick's tit and it's coming off like fucking bubble gum.
Oh, Love Drive.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, their covers weren't the greatest either.
Just it's kind of strange. But
Right.
I mean, you know, it's metal. It's supposed to be over the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, that certainly is over the top.
Yeah, but that Virgin Killer one, that's just way too much. Even the band hated it. It was the record. It was the record label that forced them, or that basically forced them to have that album cover at the time.
Yeah, those guys. It was like, dude,
Yeah.
are you? We're gonna get on a watch list.
Right. It's like, yeah, I refuse to. I absolutely refuse to own a copy of that. I mean, I got the one where the band's on. I mean, I got the copy with the band on the front. That's all I need.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the original cover's in wide circulation. Like, I don't even know if they really reissued that a lot. And probably for the best, because
Right, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
bad. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
always
cover's
up there, like
just
the
way
legendarily
too
bad
far.
album covers.
right.
I
And their
didn't know
albums-
about this, but maybe now I'm getting a little bit excited for this Lordy album. Freaking Lord Adversity.
No.
It's kind of interesting because I'm reading about all this. Like, one album is inspired by Earth, Wind and Fire, Boney M, and Bee Gees. The other is Russian Pink Floyd. The other is Wasp, Twisted Sister, Kiss, Scorpions. The other is Bon Jovi, Desmond Child, and now it's Cooper. The other is inspired by Anthrax, Metallica, Pantera. And the last one is more Machine Made. This is... I might get this one too, but that's... Woo. And there's...
I own some Lordy albums. It just... I don't know. I feel like it's like PG rated Gwar. I don't want my.
You know
Gwar
what? I think I would
PG
agree
The
with
last
that.
the last Lordy thing I listened to was Monstereophonic, where that second half was like, oh my god, heavy as fuck. Like, oh, just that opening, the title track, just getting with freaking the Mummy guy, just bringing out a heavy riff. Like, oh my god, I loved it. I
Didn't
didn't care for
Lordy
the
do
first
like a
half, but the second
movie?
half, oh my god, it was heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah, that's one band I have nothing. I have no Lordy CDs at all.
I have.
I mean,
I
I've seen
only
them.
had one. I only had one in my lifetime. Dead Egg. That was when they were already popular because of the whole Eurovision thing.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, I tried. I gave them a shot. I got 2 of their albums, and yeah, no.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a band I couldn't ever really get into either. I'm like, yeah, like you said, I'm like, yeah, this is kind of a PG version of Gwar.
Yeah, no, I don't want my Gwar and well, I don't want anything that looks like Gwar to be that campy. I don't know. I don't know. Like it's like the Munsters house band. They're not cool enough to be the Addams Family house band.
Right. Yes. Speaking of Gwar, I haven't really heard much about Gwar.
Well, they're doing that big tour with Napalm Death, which, you know, I haven't picked up any additional concert tickets. Like this month, I just have Megadeth, and I'm holding up just to see if, you know, we don't go into another shutdown since we got COVID spikes again. I mean, hell, I even with my phobia of needles, I went out and got a flu shot too, just to double down. And the needle was bigger. I don't like that.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I can't afford to get sick doing this stuff because I want to be able to go to concerts. I want to be able to like go enjoy them and not
Same
worry
here.
about you know.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
I've been
definitely
meaning
agree.
to for. Yeah, I've been meaning to for so damn long because the last kind of concert I went to was like over a decade ago. So I've been meaning to end that for some time.
Yeah, we've done a couple. Like we had the Toledo Death Metal Fest, which I mean it was okay. I mean it was good seeing Jungle Rot, and honestly, the breathing process was really really good live. I totally forgot those guys had gotten back together. We did. I mean, I did like a local show just to see a buddy of mine's band Bone Folder, which really good. It's just like it's kind of like blackened D beat crust punk. So like it's all D beat and it fucking crushed. They were really good.
Kind of like,
And then Deicide.
kind of like Discharge.
Yeah. Oh, dude, a big Discharge, Dysphere, any of the Dis bands, Disrupt.
Freaking love Discharge.
Deicide, which was fun. It was relatively packed in there, though. I think they undersold the venue, which was smart, just so it wasn't super packed. But it was still pretty packed because people were itching for a show, and it's Deicide. You want to see what Glenn's going to say. He's the token grumpy old man of death metal.
That's true.
And then we saw Soulfly, and with Dino on guitars, which was kind of cool. But seeing fucking Max came out with a Thralls of Metal shirt, and
Yeah, I saw that.
Found us in the
video.
crowd.
I saw that video. That was so damn cool.
he dedicated Arise to us. Like that was
that's freaking cool, man.
That was surreal. He was shouting us out to the crowd and all that shit. And it's still, I mean, absolutely amazing. And Soulfly whooped ass. Like I fucking picked up their last album because I kind of skipped over it. And this is a banger.
That's a good freaking album. Yes.
It's the
Ritual.
most, like, old school Sepultura I've heard in terms of Soulfly.
Yeah, that one kind of has a. I don't want to say not root. Well, yeah, there's kind of influences of roots on there, I guess, a little bit.
Not as much as like previous ones. Like there's really no like new metal trappings. Like there's a lot of thrash metal, a lot of groove metal.
Yeah.
There's even some death metal riffing on there too.
Yeah. Some industrial, like he did in Melbourne.
Oh, he played Wasting Away for the crowd too. It was like, fuck yeah. But yeah, we were able to hang back at that show too, and we weren't really like part of the crowds. So, I mean, there's a way to play it safer. But yeah, I got this feeling that there's still a good chance we could shut down because again cases are spiking. I just saw one of my friends I've made on Facebook. I believe his bandmate or former bandmate died of COVID.
And sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and, actually, I believe the drummer of Imprecation, really solid death metal act, he died of COVID too. So it's still out there,
right?
And I'm vaccinated, but it's that thought of like if I catch it and give it to someone that isn't vaccinated, and the worst happens, that's fucking horrible. So yeah, I'm holding off just in case they cancel. But I mean, if I can find some shows that I can go to and I can still hang back because I don't get in pits anymore because I'm too old for that shit. So in terms of like loads of physical contact and such, not making it.
I don't blame you at all.
I mean, you gotta be safe.
You got to. I mean,
fucking sorry.
Right. Scary shit, man. That's for sure.
Yep.
I've known there's quite a few people I know that have had COVID and survived, but I mean, a good friend of mine, she still gets winded easily. Just like walking around, or like her sense of taste took forever to come back, and she loves to cook, which was a real pain in the ass because her sense of taste and smell was pretty much gone for a while. And I don't know, man. It's different world. I mean, I know 2022. Hopefully by then, things are more straightened out. More
I
people
hope.
get vaccinated. More people get vaccinated, the less likely this is to actually spread and be lethal. So get that shit done, and we can get on with our fucking lives again. Because goddamn, I miss it.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
I just want my shows again. I want to be able to go to a fucking movie theater and see a movie and not worry about, everyone fucking sitting next to me. Granted, I don't like sitting next to anyone unless they're a friend of mine in a movie theater.
that's very true.
But yeah, Maryland Death Fest, I know that's going to be a packed crowd. I want to, be relatively sure that I'm relatively safe, at least from viruses. I mean, it's Baltimore, so who knows what the fuck can happen.
Exactly.
It's a dicey town.
Yep.
That's very true, man.
All that. Hopefully, we learn from this, and if there's another sort of outbreak, we know exactly what to do. And if it takes shutting down, that's better than piles and piles of fucking bodies. I mean, I know a lot of nurses that worked on the front line and shit, and dude, just horror story after fucking horror story, because they tell us, and it's like, I mean, if you really want to know what it's like, it's awful. Like, you're telling people that are going to die, that you're trying to console them and say, no, I'm getting better. It's like, you're not.
That's very true. I mean, that's one job I definitely would not ever want.
No, it's tough. Like, a couple of my good friends are nurses, and when they have something like that happen, this was even before like COVID, like when patient dies and shit. I mean, that really affects you. You see it right then and there, and then you have to tell families, and it takes a lot of fucking inner strength to do that. More so than I have, because that's tough. But yeah, with the outbreak, it was pretty bad here. I know, like, all of our hospitals were fucking overloaded, and stretched thin. Even one of my friends, she's a surgical nurse, but she had to work in the COVID units too, I believe, too. And they were just pretty much looking for anyone that was, trained and can actually work in this and wear the hazmat suits and everything like that. And yeah, like, I don't think we had the issue with the ventilators too, like running out of them. But yeah, it got pretty dicey. But I don't know. As long as I think more people get vaccinated, I think we're gonna get through this, and that's the main thing, because I think we just want some semblance of normalcy again, just a little bit.
I agree. That's what I'd like to have again.
I mean, there's going to be some stuff that carries over, of course, but as long as we get as close to like the regular life shit, I'll take it.
That's true. We definitely need to get back to how, to at least get back to some normalcy, like you said. Because this is just getting
the steps might be difficult. They might go against, beliefs and shit like that. But, you think about it, for your family and shit like that, for your friends and your family, because you don't want to see them get sick, and, lead by example, all that, that's something that's always kind of been thrown to me as like a thing to be. My mom was always like, if you want to see people do the right thing, you do the right thing, and they'll see that. Lead from example.
True.
So
I mean, I know, like me, I'm really nervous about. I mean, I'm not vaccinated at all, and like for me, I'm real nervous about it.
So was I. I mean, I already have a huge phobia of needles, and
same here. But I was like, "Fuck it, let's get this over with," just to get them out of the way.
I believe it was my brother-in-law sent me a text and was like, "Here's a link. This is for Meijer. You can schedule your vaccination right then and there." And it was really too easy to do. I was like, "Shit! Oh, I'm fucking scheduled. God damn it!" and they text you with the updates, told you what time to be there, and the lady that gave me the first shot, she tried so hard to console because I was just like, shaking, like, I fucking don't like needles, oh my god. And she says, "Oh, well, why is it always the big tattooed guys that wear the metal shirts and stuff that are always scared?" I was like, "I don't have any tattoos because needles." Like, oh, well, think about it like going up like a roller coaster hill. You're about to get to the fun part as soon as this part's over. It's like, I'm scared of heights. You're not doing well. He's like, okay. He's like, just stick me. He's like, do you want me to count down? I was like, no, just stick me. Just stab me in my arm. And I tensed up, and that's why my arm fucking hurt for like a full day after that.
I had because I was trying to see if they had like a pressure bar, so that I just rely on my wall and just squeeze on it for all my life.
It doesn't feel good to get fucking stabbed and poked and prodded, but I mean, I was like, dude, this is the way I'm going to be able to see my nephews and my niece.
Yeah, we did that. My
again.
mom did that for me because we were about to go see family up north.
Yeah.
By the time I got my second shot, we were already heading up there.
Yeah, second shot was actually, I was still fucking not great, but it was like, I know the drill. I can relax my arm, just stick me. But I had no side effects. In fact, the Cannibal Corpse Violence Unimagined review, that was right after I got fucking vaxxed. Like,
no shit.
I left the place. I went and picked up the album. We got it back, and it was like, everyone was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm good." I mean, honestly, I don't feel anything. I was like, and of course, like, well, I hear it's the second shot. And after I got the second shot, I didn't feel anything. Like, I mean,
felt a little bit of something in the second shot, but not much. Might have been just maybe a little bit of faintness or a little bit of. Whew.
Yeah, I went with Pfizer. Pfizer, that was the one that everyone said. Yeah, this
I don't
is
know what
probably
I don't
the
know
most.
what Walgreens has. We went to Walgreens.
Well, if it's two shots, it's either Pfizer or Moderna.
I think it might have been. Was it Pfizer or was it Moderna?
The single shot, I believe, is Johnson & Johnson, and that one I hear is pretty rough. I know a friend of mine that got that one and said, yeah, dude, I felt kind of fucking laid out after that. But the Pfizer one, I had no issues with other than a sore arm because I'm a...
Yeah, same here. I think it might have been Pfizer because that's what I had, sore arms and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah,
but, I mean, honestly, after I got the second shot, it was kind of like a wave of relief. I was like, oh, wow. I did it, and I felt that much safer, and I didn't feel like, because when we were doing Thrall stuff, those were like pretty much the only people I was seeing were my Thrall's buddies and my mom, because I would do all her grocery shopping, so she didn't have to go anyplace public. I was like, listen, I'm willing to bet my immune system's stronger than yours. I can go in there, wear a mask. I even was wearing gloves too. I can get all your stuff. You don't have to go there, and that way. This saves you some exposure. But I still there's still that remote chance. But she got vaccinated first and she didn't get any side effects, and it was like, well, all right, now it's my turn, I guess. But yeah, I still do that for her just because, Delta variant, she could still get it, because you can still carry it. It just won't kill you, which is a really, really great feature. But yeah, it's just easier if I go too, because I fucking move quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you think about it, the benefits outweigh all the other stuff. Like, yeah, there's a good chance you might feel a little wonky because, I mean, it's from live virus culture, so that's where they made the virus from. So your body builds antibodies. But after that, yeah, you can still get it just like you can get any virus. Like you get a flu shot, you can still get the flu, but you will get a less severe reaction and you won't be laid up. So
that's true.
If honestly the biggest perk is, oh yeah, it won't fucking kill you. Well, okay. I mean, you're looking at the stats, I've been looking at the stats and shit for like the outbreak now, and it's mostly the unvaccinated population that's really getting fucking hit hard. Like a couple of vaccinated people have ended up in the hospital, but the survival rate much better. And the unvaccinated,
Not so much.
Actually not. It's kind of bad again. So yeah, that's why, like, just like, dude, it's not that hard, and you just do it because it's the right thing to do.
Yep.
I know. I see a lot of anti-vaccine stuff. I was like, dude, don't listen. It's no fucking joke. People are dying from this shit.
I'm a little guilty of that too, but then again, I don't really understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not that I mean to be ignorant, but
well, I mean, like fear.
Like I said, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, no, and fear can be like a thing that you latch onto, like with anything. Like fear is a powerful motivator and detractor to keep you from doing things. That's stuff that, like, when it comes down to like your own mortality,
True.
that shit freaks you out because it's the whole possibly dying thing. Yeah, that scares the shit out of people. I mean, it kind of should.
Yeah.
But when people do the whole like demagogue thing, where tell you everything's bad, you should fear everything, that's when you got to like really kind of analyze all that shit.
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that.
Yeah, no, it's you can't live in fear of everything. If there is, that doesn't mean like go out and be fucking reckless and fucking crazy and shit. But that means weigh out your decisions and shit.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah, safe isn't necessarily boring.
Well, it's really cool to hear from somebody who actually got the vaccine. To get their input on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so far, most of us are vaccinated when it comes down to thralls, and we wanted to play it safe. And like I said, no one had any bad reactions. Luckily, I think John said he felt like a little like on the second shot, but it wasn't like, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. It was just like, it's like I feel like I got a bit of a headache. I was like, okay, well, I think I ended up like reviewing something on my own that day. I was like, yeah, it's all right. I got you covered. Just rest up. And, there hasn't been any long-lasting effects or anything like that. It's just now you kind of feel a little bit more confident going out. And I have a vaccination card, and I'm probably going to get like a copy of it like laminated just in case they start checking those at venues and shit. So I can actually walk around without a mask because, I don't necessarily mind being recognized at shows anymore. That's kind of cool.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, and plus, it's just one more thing I have to take off when I go outside and have a fucking smoke and shit. And like I said, I just feel a little bit safer about it now. Like, because the horror stories, they were enough to scare me because they were real. It wasn't just, like fear mongering and anything like that. These were real stories, and seeing people actually fucking die and shit. It's like, this is not just a cold. This is not just a flu.
Right.
So yeah,
it's definitely something way more than that.
Oh, dude, it's been rough. And my life is not that bad, but it was rough, and I imagine it was rougher for a lot of other people. And again, people that have lost friends, family, and shit like that. But yeah, this is getting vaccinated that's the path. That's the path to normalcy. That's the path to get life back. And, if we want it back, I'm pretty sure we do.
I agree.
I got real sick of looking at the inside of my own fucking house for a while. Like, oh, this fucking place.
Oh yeah, man. When I was laid off because of COVID, I'm like just sitting at home like, man, I just need to get out of here. Then
yeah, I do. There was a lot of businesses that got fucking hurt by it. I know, John's business, the company he worked for got really hit by it, but I think they were also kind of lax on the protocols and everything. I was like, dude, you take those seriously because otherwise it's going to show you don't value your workers. And, well, you can't show that now because, well, I think people kind of realize, like, wait a minute, these dickheads don't pay us and they treat us like garbage. What if all of us just didn't work for them? And then, oh, look, we can pay you fucking $15 to $18 an hour. It's like, oh, that means you had the money all along to do that. You just didn't because you didn't value it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right, exactly.
So,
I agree.
These are interesting times, but we'll get back to them eventually.
I agree.
And
Let's
like
get
I said,
back
it
to
might be a little bit
normal.
different, but
Right.
normal.
I mean, I'm like you. I want to see concerts. I want to see bands being out there on the road touring,
yeah,
not just putting out albums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not,
Dude, I think
yeah.
like most of
Not just-
Testament got fucking COVID too, and
yeah, that's true.
luckily they're all good.
And I think, the drummer of Death Angel got COVID too last year,
Well, they were
but
on
he
the same tour
did
with them.
recover. Yeah.
Shit,
Right.
fucking,
Right.
I know Jonathan Davis and Monkey both. Well, Jonathan Davis had it a while ago, but Monkey now has it from Korn.
Oh shit. That
Yeah,
ain't
Jonathan
good.
Davis, like, they actually showed footage of him having to sit down on stage because he couldn't stand up for long periods of time while doing the vocals and the breathing and shit, because it really
Right.
takes a lot out of you. And this was after he was already clear from it. So yeah, it's like, yeah, this, no joke, this shit fucking wipes you out.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, for a purely selfish reason, concerts. I want fucking concerts back, and this is
Me too.
stuff to do it.
Yeah.
There's so many bands. Everyone wants to fucking tour in October. Everyone seems to be going on October.
And plus, there were so many albums that came out in 2020, well, in 2021 too, and a lot of those bands haven't been able to put that music out there live yet.
Yeah.
Because of
I
this.
mean, I'd be eager to fucking tour. I mean, I know Exhumed is working on something new, and they're doing their fucking big ass tour with Bewitcher, Creeping Death, and Enforced.
Yeah.
And I know, I know Matt Harvey was pretty much hunkered down for a good chunk, of all of this. Like, he was doing a lot of live streaming stuff. I think he even showed up on a couple of YouTube streamers just talking about like metal albums. I think he was talking about Death because he has Gruesome and everything.
Right.
But there's a lot of bands out there that John and I were talking about it. It's like, dude, we might hear a whole year of really great music in 2021 because of every band that pretty much just hunker down and say, hey, you just want to fucking write. We can stream, use StreamYard or any of that. We can go back and forth, share ideas. Let's write some fucking shit, because what else can we do? We can't tour on anything, but we can write and then get all that shit done and talk to the labels, or if we're doing a self-release thing.
Yeah, pretty much. It can put out one album, you can do an EP, or in the case of Florida, make 6 albums and make 7 albums and combine it into one album.
That's
That's a possibility you could do if you have that much free time because of this pandemic.
That's true, yeah.
Dude, I mean, honestly, maybe part of the reason Thralls did, pretty well is we just was like, listen, what else are we gonna do? Let's record a video. Let's talk about something. That's it. Put it out there. Hammered fucking Facebook with all their bullshit. It's like, here, just don't take this off your group. But I mean, there was something like structure. That was the most important thing. Like, we had something that was positive that we could just have an outlet. And
right.
COVID may have helped us out there because everyone was kind of stuck looking for something to do, and they found us. And totally fucking super thankful for that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I think a lot of bands is. Like, listen, this is constructive because the world is shit right now. It is a diseased fucking, planet, and we can't go socialize. So let's
disease, politics, all this. It just all sucked.
Oh yeah, I mean, 2021 certainly did not start off very well.
It's like I can't even stand hearing about politics anymore. It's like,
yeah,
I just want my metal and my music.
Semblance of normalcy.
Right. Normalcy too.
Straighten their fucking act up, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm holding off on getting concert tickets for anything after Megadeth until I see whether or not we do a shutdown again. Which, honestly, if we do a shutdown again, kind of for it if that's the safer choice, and make sure people just aren't out there fucking spreading this shit like wildfire.
Right.
But it'll suck again because it feels like a step back. But honestly, that step back might be a step forward. But if not, if they think it's safe and start getting that herd immunity thing, more people get vaccinated, I'll start buying concert tickets again because there's a ton of shows I want to fucking see for damn sure.
Oh my god. Definitely.
Oh shit! I mean, we got a whole bunch coming to the Detroit area. I think in December we're getting Frozen Soul and Sanguisugabog.
Was looking into there was
Sanguisugabog is ridiculous. I have to see it live.
Yeah, Priest was gonna be here in I think in Texas. The closest they were going to be would be in San Antonio, but then they changed that date to a Tuesday, and then the Saturday date, which would have worked, is all the way in Dallas. And I'm pretty sure none of my family would want to drive me 4 hours to Dallas.
That's a haul.
Yeah, San Antonio's a little bit closer, but can't do weekdays. The only other concert that I saw was viable was Dream Theater, and they were gonna be, I think, at ACL Live Moody Blues Theaters or the Moody Theater or something like that. So it was either that or freaking Daughtry with Tremonti and Seven Dust.
I mean, I don't mind.
Those are the only Mom would have probably. It all depends on what my mom would tolerate and stuff like that. Or if I wanted to go, I could have gone with my stepdad. We could have gone to go see Judas Priest because I know he loves Judas Priest.
I mean, I've seen Judas Priest once in 2004, and fucking amazing.
That's when I saw him too at Ozfest.
Yep. The big Electric Eye backdrop, fucking Rob.
Yeah,
fucking Harley. It was like, ah.
Yeah, I know they were here. They were here last Wednesday. Well, about 25 minutes from where I live at in Reading, PA. And I couldn't go because I had to work. But I know Mike, who's on my street.
Me Metal Mike. He went to see them in Reading, PA.
They were, I think it was like a couple of days, like the Thursday following the Deicide show that they were in Detroit, but we missed them.
Damn.
But I mean, well, we were still, that was a bigger show, and we were still kind of nervous about it because we were nervous at the fucking Deicide show, and that was a smaller club one. And I mean, I had my back to a fan, so I was like, listen, if anyone coughs or sneezes, it's going right back in their fucking faces. But I mean, there were people moshing like fucking crazy and shit, and it was fun. And like, it was just good being able to sit back and be amongst the metal brethren.
Oh, definitely.
But it's still a little unnerving. It felt like home, but it felt alien at the same time, just because we hadn't done it in so long. It was crazy. Like I only watched like a handful of fucking streams while this was going on, but I mean, that does not replace the feeling of being at a live show.
Right.
But it was still a lot of fun.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing like that live experience.
Oh no, that's all, because you run into a whole bunch of people that are like chanting the same lyrics, and you're like, or you run into dudes like, dude, I love that fucking shirt. It's like, dude, your shirt's fucking cool too.
Oh yeah, man.
Metalhead.
Hell yeah.
But I know like Black Dahlia Murder has their tour with Rivers of Nile and Undeath, and After the Burial.
That should be good.
God, that one's in October. Napalm Death and Guar doing the anniversary. Ministry and Helmet and Frontline Assembly.
Shit, that should be really good.
I don't know. I'm hesitant about that new Ministry. I didn't like the two songs. Well, I mean, one was a cover.
I haven't even listened to it yet. I didn't really care for their last album much either.
Me either. I didn't like that one at all. And I just
thought they kind of did it for shock value. I don't know.
But it's like, all right, usually when Al doesn't like whoever's in office, he generally writes some really inspired stuff. Psalm 69.
True.
He didn't like the first Bush at all, and he was ripping him on that one.
That's a great
And then,
album, too.
for a while, things got a little bit more mellow, and it was like, well, yeah, whatever. And then, Bush Jr. came in, like, oh, I don't like this motherfucker. And then, Rio Grande Blood and House of the Mole came out, and solid fucking albums again. So when he
They
has
were
something
good.
to hate,
Yeah.
generally, he's pretty good. But
Right.
that last one, apparently all the hate in the world for Trump was not enough to make that a good album, because it was boring. God, it was
I agree.
boring.
It was a bad album.
And like, honestly, he did that side project, Surgical Meth Machine, and that sounded more like
thought that-
Ministry than that last Ministry album.
It's called Ritual Meth Machine.
No, Surgical Meth Machine. I
Oh,
wanna
Surgical
say-
Meth Machine.
I want to say Burton from Fear Factory, or formerly of Fear Factory, was on there too. Just as like a guest, I think he was on that one. But yeah, it sounded more like Ministry than that last Ministry album. And now that he's coming out with a new one, it's like, do you still have it? Because I'm having doubts. I mean, I had doubts actually. After everything after the last Sucker.
Yeah.
All those. Relapse and From Beer to Eternity, I didn't think those were very good either.
Nah, they weren't good.
And I think From Beer to Eternity was the last stuff that had Mike Scotia's guitar work on it.
I think yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll still pick it up because everything else Ministry.
I heard they're loud as fuck live too. Like, I've never seen them live, but my one buddy has seen them live, and he told me they are loud live. Ministry.
Oh, dude, we saw him on what was supposed to be the final tour in 2007 after the last Sucker. It was.
I think that's when my friend Scott seen them.
We saw him in Chicago, in his hometown. And dude, it was awesome. He came out, he was wearing a Blackhawks fucking jersey and shit. Repping the fucking town favorite team. And they whooped ass. They plowed through a fucking set of just classic stuff. They even played So What off of Mine Is a Terrible Thing to Taste.
That's a great song.
Ripped it up. Tony Campos was on bass, and Tommy Victor was the other guitarist besides Al.
Prog. Yep.
Oh, dude. Killer. They even brought on Burton Bell to do Under My Thumb, the cover they had on their covers album. And it was just a fucking party. They had Meshuggah open up for him, and that was...
Oh, yeah, that's the show he did go to. Well, here in Philadelphia. But yeah, that's the show my buddy went to, and I couldn't go at the time. I think I was working or something.
That was my brother-in-law's first time seeing Meshuggah live, and he was like, holy shit. I was like, yeah, I know, right? 8-string motherfucking guitars.
Right.
But yeah,
fucking
Ministry was loud as shit, but they were fucking awesome.
Right.
So
I mean, what are they using? What are they using now? Like 9-string guitars, I think.
I think they're still doing 8, but they're like their custom made ones. They have a Swedish guitar maker. I mean, in terms of like 9-string guitars, that's more like Animals as leaders, because I know Tosin uses a 9-string guitar, but that dude uses it like.
I'll tell you what, man. Like, I've been actually thinking about buying a 8-string guitar as of late, because it would just work out perfectly for even laying down bass lines.
Actually, the 9-string ones, at least according to Javier Reyes and Tosin from Animals as Leaders, the reason why they only have just those two on guitars is because it generates both bass tones and guitar tones. So Javier, usually the guy playing all the rhythm sections and shit, but yeah, he can just do like kind of a bass lick while Tosin does like the main riff or some wild fucking fusioning lead.
Yeah, because I mean, when you have a guitar like that, you really don't even need a bass guitar.
Yeah. I mean, if you're hitting that top string, I mean, you're generating some low tones.
Oh yeah.
We just saw, actually, it was the band on the Toledo Death Fest that we saw, the band Filth. They're from North Carolina, like a down tempo deathcore band. They have a 9-string guitar, in terms of their guitar, like, dude, I thought they had 2 basses for a second. I was like, oh shit, now that's a 9-stringer. And furious low tone. Like, it was massive. Like, I felt that thing possibly shaking fillings loose in my mouth.
I can imagine.
It was so goddamn heavy, and they were playing just like kind of the slow, drony breakdowns. And generally, I'm like kind of on that stuff, but I really enjoy them. Plus, their live performance was fucking great. Like, they really just kind of hyped up the crowd and shit, and told them, like, yeah, you can mosh this, you can shake your ass this. Either way, let's do it. But yeah, fun guys, and I ended up buying both of their albums. But yeah, that 9 strings, that'll do it.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, if you're like recording shit on your own and you're just doing like the bass tracks and the fucking guitar tracks, I mean, that might be like a one-stop fix there.
Right. I mean, that's what I do. I record all my stuff on my own, and I've been looking for like a thicker sound, well, like more of a bottom end. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I have a 7-string guitar now, but I mean, it works for what it does, and I really don't want to spend money on a bass because I'm not really much of a bass player. And I thought maybe if I got an 8-string guitar, or it would
Like,
definitely
dude,
help out a bit.
about that, you could also get a baritone. They're long enough because they're 6 strings. They can sound like bass sometimes.
Right. That's true.
Yeah, and a baritone you might actually find for cheaper too, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know my brother-in-law has a baritone guitar.
Like, there is, I believe, I remember, I don't know if he would want to get it, but I remember seeing one that was, who made it? Dan Electro, 56, like, it was like a 29.75 inch scale baritone. Almost close to bass 6 level. Like, it was relatively cheap, like, it was around the $400 range.
So no, I think my brother-in-law got one, and it was mostly just to do like Fear Factory, just like the big chuggy shit. It was like, I didn't want to get a 7-string. I found the baritone for cheaper, and I mean the tone was pretty fucking spot on.
Nice. It's cool. But yeah, I think we're almost at 4 hours here.
Yeah, it's almost 3 in the morning here, so.
Yeah, I might go to sleep. It's almost 2, so.
Yeah, it's freaking.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, it's almost 3 here too, so.
Well, hey, man, thanks for having me on, man. Always good chatting.
No problem, man. Thanks for all the cool,
no problem, man.
Input on the vaccination and stuff.
We will get back to normalcy. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, man, we have to.
Yeah, there you go. Otherwise, we're all gonna go batshit crazy.
For real.
Do it for the camera though. At least that's fun for fucking entertainment.
Right. Like, here's your fucking metal review or something.
My fucking skin off. You can see all the bugs, right? Yeah. Yeah. Get vaccinated.
All right, man.
It's not that bad. And just tell your buddies, anyone that's kind of hesitant about it, like, listen, I know people that have survived and they live pretty good fucking lives, and honestly, get rid of that little bit of fear there. Just it chips away at it just a bit.
Right. That's very true.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, man.
I will catch you later, bro.
Yeah. No problem. Welcome back anytime, dude.
Thank you.
All right, later, bro. And that's the stream for tonight. And I was going to play some tracks, but yeah, we're almost at 4 hours. It's time to end this thing. Thanks to everybody who joined in. Keep it metal, and we will be back again on Sunday night. And just looking here. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much the stream for tonight. And we are out. See you guys on Sunday. Keep it metal. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Anyways, I'm out.